Motherfucker. Stop. Yeah, it's there. Let's see. Links, YouTube page. Here we go. I'll link this to you guys first. Let's see if that works for you. It says live on my screen. 0 viewers.
Yeah, it works for me.
Cool. So we're live.
Oh, wow. I can really hear myself eating. It's way delayed, though.
Major delay.
It's like 20 seconds delayed, which is fine. I mean, it ain't no big deal.
It's like that one. What was that? Unfriended? What's behind you? There's a delay.
Check. Yeah, I'm gonna get my one channel. Fuck. Do
you really need 2 channels?
Fuck.
What's that?
He says he's only getting audio on 1 channel.
Oh.
He doesn't need the other ones.
Hello.
Yep, I can hear you.
Cool. I was trying to plug it into my mic so I would hear myself.
Right.
Maybe I'd tone down my volume a little bit. Or
Yeah, that's weird. I can't watch you on YouTube.
I can see it on YouTube, but it's several seconds behind.
Right. I'll just watch you on Hangouts. I just can't interact though if anyone's on YouTube. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find, where their messages show up, and I don't see it. 1 viewer. Oh, maybe if I click on that. No.
Probably
live. Chat. Ah, there it is. Chat. All right. Let's see if I post this here. And then I click on that, and I see myself. All right, let's see if I post this here. Ah, shut the fuck up, Johnny. All right. Yo, I see a yo. Go to. Ah, crap. That's a different, it looks like that's a different chat. What chat are you on? Why isn't it showing it up here? Fuck.
I typed in the YouTube.
Yeah, I see it, but it's not in my control panel. I don't want to have 3 screens open just to be able to talk.
Right.
Let's see. What is that? Why is that not working? I don't get it. I don't get that how this damn thing works. Maybe next time I'll figure it out. Jeez. Because I bet if I close this, Google Hangouts, unless, oh, is that what's going on? This is so weird. Too late. Let's just keep going. Fuck it.
All right.
All right. Start. What?
Sorry, watching this video of this big man. Usually big men that are really tall go over the top rope, 1 leg at a time. Homeboy put his leg over, and then the second one, and then he's like sitting on top of the rope, like just sitting like a swing, and then he just flips backwards. It just how do I share this, you guys? Let's see. Share, send as a message, or how do I do it? I fucking copy this and send it to you guys. Okay.
What you eating this week, Harley? Reed would like to know.
A little trail mix action. A little homemade, some peanuts, some raisins, some banana chips. There's some sunflower seeds in there. Fortunately, no M&Ms, but yeah, like a trail mix, you know. I'm gonna mute myself while I chew. Is Reed online?
Yes.
Cool. Welcome, Reed.
I sent it to you, Tony, in message. I couldn't send it any other way for some reason. I was trying to put it in the group.
Group.
I put it in the Bad Boys page.
On the page or the chat?
In the chat.
It says that Reed's only 3 points behind.
There it is. Thanks, man. That shit's funny. I can't stop watching that shit. Yeah, I wasn't sure if we were in the fucking championship because Harley never mentions anything. So
I know that's I take responsibility for that. Sorry, I should have made a bigger deal of it last week, but I guess I was kind of out of it or something. I don't know.
all right. So it is then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said in the text.
Ain't nobody read that. I get off this. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right, let's go. Are we ready?
Okay, so that didn't work. Let me try this. And
Give Tony a few more minutes here.
You hear that?
Sure.
Hi, I'm Vernon Wells, and you're listening to the Bad Boys podcast. And just remember one little thing. You don't listen, I know where you live.
Tony, you know how much you hate doing extra work, but is there any way you can slow that down or do a fast pitch of it? Just out of more curiosity. I just want to know if it's any more threatening if it's slowed down.
Oh,
Fast.
Probably, but I can't do it live.
Oh, you can't do it live?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Noted. No problem. But why are we live? Because it is the championship. It is the championship week. Thanks to Harley for reminding us all and getting us all excited for this week's episode being the championship.
No, let's do a quick test. Can you guys hear us?
That's a great question. What do you say, us? Who are you referring to?
The Bad Boys podcast. The guys streaming. The guys you see on the screen.
We're talking, but are you hearing us? They're chatting, but
loud and clear. All right.
Reed says we're coming in loud and clear, so it must be good. It's like I think he's having like his cup of Joe. I think Reed's just waking up right now, right? In the future.
no, he's only a couple hours behind us, yo.
Oh, he's ahead of us.
No, well, he's ahead of us, but behind us.
What?
So it's like it's still in the
Okay.
He's ahead of us, but he's behind us.
he's
Explain that to us.
it's Monday, but it's Monday like late afternoon, early evening.
So he's ahead of us.
He's ahead of us, but it's the same like time of day. It's close.
Are you eating mushrooms or are you eating actual trail mix?
Motherfucker, I wish.
Oh, what? I don't know. Tony, you can't play sounders either, apparently, huh?
Did you not hear the intro?
Yeah, I heard the intro, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I was just waiting for understand a word you just said. But yeah, let's
You have smoked yourself retarded.
thank you.
Yeah,
There
that
it
one
is.
works.
That's
Worked
it,
there.
yeah. All right. Before we fucking lose complete everything, we just go out of complete crazy tangents as we usually do. You are listening to episode 422. See, here's the beauty of video now. You get to see my face of disgust and anger. when Harley does what he does. Like, he's picking his nose too. I hope you can see that too. But he's actually working right now, and he's watching us. That's
He's
dedication. Yeah. Remember, you
What
said
time?
it's mid-afternoon, mid-morning, and Monday. So he's behind us, trailing.
Yeah, I have it on my phone actually. I think.
Can I continue, Harley? Or are you gonna fucking fart or something while I'm doing the intro?
It's 4:22
What?
p.m. So it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So like, if he's at work, he's getting off soon.
It's 4:22, and we're on episode 422.
Whoa.
You just realized what you just said.
Holy shit!
There we go. I was waiting for the inception bomb. There he goes. Thank you. Yes. Oh, Musab. All right. I'm gonna try to be cool. I'm trying to be mellow because we're on video. I'm gonna be upset, even though Hart's gonna try to push my buttons, but it ain't gonna happen. I'm your host Fonzo, aka Mike Lowry. Joining me as always,
Harley, aka Marcus Burnett.
and Tony's frozen again apparently, or
I-
he's not over there.
He's
Art,
not.
it's your lucky day. Tony will not be joining us this evening. It's a celebration. He's gonna talk in all sounders apparently because we lost all connection.
Yeah, his video's frozen.
Yeah, read it. It's 4:20 Monday, 4:20 p.m. Way in the future, Harley. Way in the future.
Yeah, but it's the
Oh,
Yeah.
hey,
There you
I'm
are.
back.
What happened to you?
I have no idea.
Did you go to the future and come back just to see if
I had to
the
go.
episode worked?
And I'm the one with the
Pick up
shitty
time.
internet.
Well, I've got 2 computers now running on the network,
They're all hardline though, right?
and they're hardline, but I've got 4 video streams. This is stupid.
It's like your average. It's like your regular workday. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but it affects our bandwidth.
As Art would say, ain't no future in your front. Because, and Reed saying it's crunk time. So I'm going to believe it is. Tony, I was giving you an introduction. That's where we
Yeah,
left
that's
off.
MCP.
There it is. What happened to you, sir? Is it all your monitors, all your computers, your internet?
I'm ready to shut down. That's
boy.
for sure.
Uh-oh. Are we tired tonight, Tony?
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh. Spoiler alert for his weekend, apparently. So, if we're
Tony.
coming in... All right, go ahead.
Tony, have you been able to creep up that body fat percentage? His video froze with his eye.
Ay. Yeah, this is bad.
Yeah, I wonder what you can turn off or something. Like,
It's because I have one machine that's the main recorder, but that doesn't have a camera on it, so I have to use another one to use the camera. I have to use that for the camera, and I got to use this to record, and this and that.
is it true the cult is wearing you out? Art wants to know, Tony.
Yeah, I guess you could say that it was a. Hey, no, spoiler alert, man. That's my weekends.
Okay,
Oh.
okay.
You
Yeah.
gotta hang in there.
Yeah, he looks high as fuck or tired as hell. That's what Tony looks like.
I'm
watching the video right now.
I'm undecided. I feel like I should either record like Tony all night, where I just
Yes, do it.
record the entire podcast like this, so that you never see my lips moving, or I'll do like Fonzo, and I'll just record like this the whole night.
You do that too. No, Tony's got the mouth covered. But if he's leaning back, we might lose
right,
him. So
right. Maybe you go sideways.
there it is. That's it. Well, what's going on, fellas? I mean, we gotta get it going for Tony before we
Happy-
lose MCP over here.
It's Sunday. I'm fucking banging in this shit, and I'm fucking up my shit. And
There you go. Everyone asleep at your household? What's going on?
yeah, everybody will be. All the kids are asleep.
Nothing was stirring.
The wife is going to sleep because she's tired. She didn't sleep well last night.
Gotcha.
And so yeah, it's just me and Cujo was up here a second ago.
Right on.
Did I show you guys a video of Cujo last time?
I think so.
Okay.
You know what's funny? I forgot to mention. I don't know if I mentioned the last week, at the weekend of Son of Monster Palooza, but the guy that was in the suit, in the dog suit, who played Cujo, was there signing autographs.
Huh.
There was a guy. I thought it was I can't remember, but
You thought it was a dog in a dog suit?
No, that's an inception bomb right there. Yeah, Harley would. Yeah,
I didn't
literally, he had pictures there of that he would sign, and it's just him with the dog suit with his fucking,
like
the
the
dog
Daft
mask
Punk
off.
dog,
Yeah, it was awesome.
like the Daft Punk
I
dog.
was like, you were Cujo. Yeah. Donaldo says Harley will wake everyone eventually.
Yeah, eventually. And then I'll get a text on my handy dandy personal assistant here, and it'll say, "Shut your ass, shut your pie hole. You're keeping us awake."
Real quick
Shut them-
before we get going, can you tell us the
both.
point total where we at right now?
I cannot.
You cannot. You don't have a piece of paper in front of you. You're not prepared.
I'm too busy.
Too busy doing what? Eating.
I'm done eating. Thank you very much.
What are you busy doing?
I have news here. This is important information.
Well, you got to grab the papers and slam them on the table and set them correctly before you do the news. There you go. Now you're professional. Now it's legit.
This is weeks and weeks of podcast scoring. I feel like I've actually been keeping score longer than you have, Fonzo.
Negative.
I think you kept score for like a couple weeks, and then
What
you
the
got
fuck is that? What is that writing?
what?
Is that are you grading your kids' schoolwork, or is that actually your fucking rhythm, your schematics page? You're trying to figure out the scoring. A
This?
bunch of chicken scratches. Yeah.
Oh, that's my shit. That's how I keep score.
Mhm.
So, okay. So what I do is each player has their own column. So Donaldo,
Okay, Art's got to go back to
Reed.
work. Thanks, Art.
Right. Thank you, Art. And then here along this side is the movies. And then in
Wow.
each column, each player's column is our initial. So H.A. Fonzo. And then I put a little check mark if they get a point or not. And then if they get 3 points, then I give a little extra point. And then if they get a point for the accent, then I do a little point. And then in the bottom here, which you probably can't really see,
This is all fascinating stuff. This is all.
in the bottom here, this is where I keep the total score. So
Everyone got that?
there's lots of room for error, just so you know.
Bonus point if anyone can explain what he just said.
Excuse me. So
Donaldo just
Um,
said he's actually awake for once, but I'm afraid he probably just fell right asleep after Harley explaining that.
there you go. So yeah.
That's
So-
a little sneak peek into the point system. So if now you can see why if Harley fucks up, there's your reasoning.
Now you know.
You saw that paperwork, so he is keeping score. So yeah, I guess maybe Art's a little nervous. He went back to work. He didn't want to hear the he didn't want to hear how he did. So we'll have to wait and see. Well, Harley, so you do have the points in front of you, right?
I do.
Okay.
And so in first place we have the man that's going back to work. Although he's going to lose a point for having to go back to work.
Mm.
I'm still confused as to what Art does. Donaldo is 18 points, and Reed and Angelina are tied at 17.
So you're saying anyone has a chance?
Absolutely. Yeah. We got 2 movies. We got some interesting ones here. And yeah, absolutely. I mean, boom.
We
Art
got 2
fucks up.
movies. Yes.
Yeah. So attention, everybody. Art fucks up, doesn't get any points. Angelina does the accent and gets all 3 of them right. Boom, there's 5 points. She's in the lead. I mean, that's how it goes. So
It can go just like that. So you're saying
it happens. It happens.
And it has happened before.
It has happened before.
Will it happen tonight though?
Time will tell.
Well, real quick, so let's see. I just knock out a little extra real quick before we get started. We as a family were like, hey, let's sit around and watch a movie. I say family minus crew because he was watching YouTube. We try to get him into the living room to watch a movie. He didn't. So like, all right, you know what? Two out of 3 kids. That's good enough for me and Amy. We'll take it, right? So we hit up some popcorn. We just went to Spirit Halloween store, and I've literally been saying Spirits Halloween store, and it's not even plural. It's Spirit, which kind of bugs me. Like it doesn't have the same ring to it. It should be called Spirits Halloween store. But anyways, I digress. It's called Spirit Halloween store. So I took the kids there, get in the Halloween mood. they had a little section full of Hocus Pocus decorations, and I'm like, you know what? Because early in the day, me and Amy were trying to figure out what's a good movie we can all watch. It's like, hey, that's Disney Hocus Pocus, safe bet. Let's just watch that. So we put that in, and it takes place in Halloween. The kids, the Sanderson sisters, they're funny. They're they're slapsticky. So it was already working for our littlest guy. So
it's an old movie too, right?
What's that?
It's an old movie, right?
1993, I believe.
Yeah, that's old for little ones.
Yeah, kid's got a forehead shaved in.
Yeah.
Don't see that shit. And his friends dressed all grunge, but his friends hip hop. But hey, it's the 90s, right? It's crazy. One of the kid's mom was dressed as Madonna at a Halloween party. Like, who's that? Where's she supposed to be? I'm like, it's Madonna. No clue who that is, And I'm like, it's like Lady Gaga. And they're like, oh, okay, got it, the movie holds up, man. I remember me and my sister used to watch this all the time as kids. The story has like an older brother and a little girl, so I think my sister could relate. She was like, oh, this is just cool. They light the black candle that unlocks the Sanderson sisters, and they come back out to wreak havoc and want to take all the kids, take their souls, become young again. And it's just
with
cool,
Bette
man.
Midler in it.
Yeah, she plays Winifred. Yeah.
Okay.
They have a big Disney show now with them. With I think it's them and all the Disney villains. They do like a 20-minute show at Disneyland, like sing and dance and music. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Mick Garris wrote it, and Sarah Jessica Parker's in it. Kathy Najimy, who was at Palooza last weekend, plays Mary. One of the biggest laughs in the movie was when Bette Midler's character has a broom. She flies away. Sarah Jessica Parker has a mop. That's the only thing that's left. So she flies away, and Mary gets stuck with the vacuum. It's an old school looking vacuum, and they thought that was the funniest thing ever, just to see her get in a vacuum and take off. And we got Billy, Doug Jones is a zombie. Can't keep his head on, with some cool effects. It's just a cool, it takes place in Salem, Massachusetts. You got a cat, but it's just a cool movie, and it's safe with the kids. It's just a great time. It just totally worked perfectly. Someone's coming down, got a bowl of popcorn, kids got an ice cream sandwich. It just worked, man. So it was a lot of fun. I love that movie. In fact, just from watching it again and watching it as a kid a lot, it's got to be a Slater to me. It's certified Slater. I could watch that anytime. It just
wait. Be careful with the whole certified Slater.
I'm sorry, but to me, I'm sorry. I'm giving it a Slater. My bad. I'm sorry.
That was a fucking movie.
Yeah, there you go. So.
Oh shit.
Oh shit! Look who's in the chat. Tony, I don't know if you can see on there. And he's never seen it. How dare you, sir? Come on, man. Reed said, I watched Hocus Pocus last year for the first time and was shocked that the narrative hinges on the protagonist losing his virginity. That was funny too. They mentioned that a lot, and even when they go up to the police officer and mention that, it was kind of weird. Luckily, the kids didn't ask what that was, so it's no big deal. But yeah, you're right, Reed. That's a good point. But yeah, what's up, Howie? What's going on, man? What time is it out there in your world, my friend? You are, what is it, burning the midnight oil, as they say? Man, welcome, sir. Thanks for joining us. That is awesome. Yeah, hopefully you're not, and no hurricanes out there where you're. I think you're safe. You guys get your fair share of thunderstorms out there. Oh man, but yeah, Hocus Pocus definitely gets slated for me. It's a fun movie.
Nice.
Yeah, 12:30, chilling in Florida. Yeah, man. Hey, man. We'll see how long you can stay up, man. Hopefully we keep you entertained. You don't fall asleep. But thanks for joining us.
Cheers.
Yeah. Well, you know what that is?
No, I did not even catch the name.
What Geeks Like. You don't remember that? We used to promote What Geeks Like his page on the Bad Boys
I do
podcast
now.
page
Okay,
so
right
long
on.
ago.
Yeah. I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh, what year was that when we met, Tony? Like we all met each other. We got to go 7 years.
It was another Comic-Con thing, right?
Yeah, totally.
Whenever you guys met, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, him and Gina, and yeah, we've just stayed friends ever since, man. Every time we get to meet at Comic-Con, they didn't get to go this year. Yeah, see, so long ago, exactly. But yeah, man, we've hung out, party, drank, and yeah, man, it's really cool peeps, man. Drank some beers, and they can drink. Boy, let me tell you, they can drink. You'd love them, Harley. Sure can.
Cheers.
While you're having what do you have? Some Kraken, Harley?
Some whiskey and water.
There it is. Beautiful. We'll be back next year. Fantastic. That's awesome. Good.
Nice.
Yeah. Comic-Con was not the same without you guys. Let me just tell you right off the bat. It was There's something missing. It was very strange. So I'm glad you guys are coming back. That's awesome. Well, cool, man. So let's get going. Tony, if you want to, I guess maybe we can explain the rules now that we got Harley on here. We can, or Harley can too, since he loves to talk and hear his voice. He's probably tricking off to his own video image here.
This fucking guy. What do you want me to do?
I was going to say, since we're going to be reviewing the homework and the point system, just kind of real quick, like a little recap of what we do.
Oh, okay. So we watch our homework and our extra credit, and then four of our loyal listeners, they predict what scores we're going to give these movies. So a pile of shit, a waste of time, $1, or a Slater. And we do that for a few weeks. We do that for 6 weeks? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 6 weeks. And whoever wins the championship. We also have this funny little thing where if they call in with an accent, I give bonus points. And of course, I give bonus points or remove points at will for any reason.
Will we be able to hear the calls here on the video?
You should.
Okay,
Cool.
just making
So-
sure.
Yeah, that's kind of important. And then whoever wins the 6 weeks championship gets to guest host and pick the homework for the next week. And then the runner-up, they get to pick the extra credit for the following week. So, although last time the individual who won the championship, which we won't name any names,
Here we go.
Salvadorian, he declined to be on the podcast. He felt like other things were more important. Like, yeah, I don't know what exactly he had that was
You had a punchline there somewhere, right?
more important. Yeah, I did, but I didn't.
There you go. Keep drinking.
you.
Maybe you'll get funnier.
Cheers. Yeah. So that's it. It's just a fun way to interact with our friends. Yeah. So our friends call in, they make funny calls, they ask questions. So yeah.
There you go. Beautifully. There you go. So cool. So who chose the homework this week?
I did.
Oh, that's right. Yep. Your name written all over it.
All over it. Okay. So there's kind of a running joke with Fonzo and myself of Wes Anderson. So it's another Wes Anderson film, and you don't need to say much more than that. I think the first Wes Anderson film I saw was A Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. And I was like, this shit's crazy. Like it's really original. It's really his storytelling, his visual storytelling is very unique. And even Life Aquatic is live action. Most of his stuff is live action. Royal Tenenbaums was I think probably his first sort of like kind of hit, so to speak. But he's done the Grand Budapest Hotel stuff. Like if you like, he's been pretty busy for the last 10 years, and I want to say I've seen most of his films.
Is there any other director that directs that has like a same style in every one of the movies and gets a pass for it? You know what I'm saying? Like
What do you mean?
He has a distinct style, right? And
Right.
he has that formula, and he keeps at it, and it doesn't change for nothing, right?
Yeah, no, it's a good point. And if you're not a Wes Anderson fan, you ain't a Wes Anderson fan, and fucking write that down, people.
Like I wonder how many movies you have to like in his filmography to be like, okay, I can say I'm a Wes Anderson fan.
Well, ironically, the two movies that we reviewed this weekend are both ironically very similar sort of auteur filmmakers. You know, they make very sort of unique genre films. Every once in a while, they kind of try to step out of their what, you know, they
Comfort zone.
yeah, exactly. But even then, they still kind of, you know, it's it still appeals to their audience. I think this and the Fantastic Mr. Fox are his only like stop motion films.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at his IMDb, and yeah, these are his only 2 stop motion. Now, ironically, Fantastic Mr. Fox is probably my favorite of his films. There's something weird about it. I don't know. Call me weird. It's just a little. It's. I just love that film. I think the first time I saw it, it just tickled my fancy.
I remember you both of you MCP liked it. You both of you guys liked it.
Yeah, I've been a huge fan of it, but all of his films I've appreciated for the mood that they put you into, and the Isle of Dogs is he has fine-tuned that sort of like feeling you get when you watch his movies. It's a very sort of like feel good, sort of like lighthearted. The characters are all very sort of friendly, approachable. Ironically, this one, all the characters are dogs, but he gets an amazing cast to, well, we can reference the IMDb of the voice actors that he gets on board. But it's amazing. And so, considering it's such a small, weird genre film, so it's also got some weird language issues where a lot of the movie is spoken in Japanese, and it's not really it's translated, but it's not subtitled. And so that can turn a lot of people off. So this movie is really aimed at the Wes Anderson, fan.
An acquired taste, yeah. But how does he do successfully, like financially? Like, how does he do?
It's interesting. I don't know. And I pulled up the Wikipedia and I pulled up the Box Office Mojo, and I can't find a production budget. Domestically, it made theatrically $32 million. Foreign, it made $32 million. So $64 million profit, just in the theater. So whether it sells Blu-rays, I don't know.
Right.
I'm going to look up Fantastic Mr. Fox.
While you're doing that, I'm going to ask MCP, are you a Wes Anderson fan, Tony? Have you seen enough of his movies to consider yourself a fan? Or are you just a casual fan? All right, good talk. So that's MCP. His thoughts on Wes Anderson and all his movies. Really appreciate that. I wonder if one of his monitors is burnt down, his towers catched on fire. If we have an IT guy, and there you are. There you are. You're back.
Man.
What happened there, man?
I just took a nap.
Oh man, look at you. You might have to take why don't you go get a hot sauce from your refrigerator?
Right.
Take a shot every time you start dozing off.
I'd say I'd have to classify myself as a fan just because I have enjoyed his movies.
You have?
I mean, I've enjoyed them. I can't.
Ooh, and I'm the one who normally has issues.
I can't do it. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't catch that. Say that again.
I liked Budapest Hotel.
Yeah, that was the last one we saw. I remember enjoying that one too. Mm-hmm. Obviously, right up his alley of weird.
Moonrise Kingdom. Tony, did you ever see that?
Yes, I was just about to say that before I got cut off by Harley.
Okay, so fucking Harley, a rude ass motherfucker, Harley.
Fantastic Mr. Fox. We talked about it on the podcast. Darjeeling Limited. Did we review?
I remember seeing it, and I think it was right around the time I saw Life Aquatic, and same thing. I mean, it's quirky. I think it's the one that takes place on the train.
Yes,
I didn't see that.
I did.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
I can't remember if we saw it or not. It doesn't look.
I did, and I remember it.
Maybe that's what it was. You saw
right as an
extra.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Still,
he says
it looks like
I've
seen enough.
$25 million budget.
Yeah. And I enjoyed this one.
Right on.
I'm a dog person. I enjoy dogs, and that style, that
stop motion.
stop motion, exactly. But his particular style of stop motion is, it's got a unique, like it goes well with his storytelling. So, and of course, all the A-list actors and quality.
Yeah, I mean,
Voices.
he gets, I think the main voice that we're immediately that gets a lot of dialogue is Bryan Cranston. He plays the chief, but you got Edward Norton with a relatively major role. Bill Murray, of course, is back. Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum is. Did you hear the rumors? I love his character.
Of course, you got to have Goldblum.
Yeah,
but Bryan Cranston in the house,
dude. You get Scarlett Johansson, Harvey Keitel comes in at the end.
Goldblum's getting actors.
Angelica Houston, Liv Schreiber, Fisher Stevens. You'd recognize
all his regulars. Yeah, all his
regulars. Ken Watanabe, Tilda Swinton. I mean, yeah, like you said, all his originals. But Harvey Keitel, is he original? I mean, is he?
I don't know. I don't know if he was in the other one. Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed it for what it was. I mean, it was all right. Like, will I watch it again? Probably not. Was I entertained? Mildly entertained, sure. It's Wes Anderson. You get the very symmetric filming, the side scrolling. The very like I said. When you watch a Fincher movie, you're watching a Fincher movie, right? You just have those. Some directors have that look. Same with him, like I said, it's something different of stop motion. It's cool. Nice to see stop motion bringing back, but like a little twist, because you get like the TV feeds, like the news, it almost seems animated, but yeah, just the voice acting, like you see the dogs and you're looking up, but then you just can't stop but to think of the actors working in the studio, like voicing it, and it's like, oh, look how fucking cool that is. Can you imagine being in that room? I don't even know if they're all in that same room.
I doubt it. I doubt it. But how cool would it be?
Exactly. They're all just sitting there, or even in the first table read or something, just cool to see. But yeah. But if you ever wanted to know what kind of dog Bryan Cranston would be, or Jeff Goldblum or Bill Murray, all the dogs, it's just a quirky story too. I mean, it's it's like I said, if it's Wes Anderson, you're not gonna go in going, I wonder what kind of movie I'm going to watch with Wes Anderson. You kind of already know.
You kind of already know.
Comfort food. If you're a fan of his, you're already going to go see it. You're going to see anything that guy puts out. So if you're kind of casual, if you like some of his movies, and you're like, all right, I'll check it out. So it doesn't hurt. I mean, if you got the time and you're very curious, give it a shot. But if not, just pass, and you're going to hurt no one's feelings.
It's not one of those movies that's going to convince you to be a Wes Anderson film if you're not. You know what I mean? And if you are a Wes Anderson film, it's just more of the same. It's not going to hurt it, and I guess maybe if you're one of those people who wants to see Wes Anderson step out of his comfort zone, then you might be a little disappointed, because it's right up his wheelhouse. In some ways, the visual creativity of the storytelling, I think, in Isle of Dogs is done better than in Fantastic Mr. Fox. Fonzo, you brought up a decent point. Are you ever going to want to watch this again? And I personally, I would. I might be the biggest Wes Anderson fan of the three of us, but I'm no lunatic fan, and I probably would never see this again. I would just, if I wanted to see something like this or play something like this quirky for people, I would just put on Fantastic Mr. Fox. Especially because this one has the cultural, the Japanese, where it's almost like a foreign film in some ways. I mean, obviously all the dogs speak English and everything is narrated and whatnot. But it's a little less approachable for the casual viewer, I think, than Fantastic Mr. Fox. It's even more eccentric than like Fantastic Mr. Fox. And because it is animated, that could bore some people. Like, I know my wife would be bored to shit with this. She's not
watch it with this. She watches with you?
No, I watched it by myself.
When you said animated, you meant stop motion, right?
Yeah, exactly. This is a form. So, I pulled up the box office mojo on Fantastic Mr. Fox, and the budget for that movie. Now, granted, that movie's almost 10 years old, so inflation.
God,
but the production
is 10 years old.
Yeah, the production budget was $40 million. So it's probably realistic to think that this one was also 50, 40, 50, 60 million dollars. You know, they have obviously the huge talent cast. And the last one they had basically George Clooney was the big dog, but that's not true. They had Owen Wilson, Willem Dafoe, Jason Schwartzman, Meryl Streep. So
Hey, what'd you think of this movie?
yeah, so so like all of his films, I dug it. I had fun with it, you
Of
know.
course.
You can't program to them. The visual storytelling component of it is incredibly important. The subtle detail to each scene, I think, is important. Where if you want to get the movie, you can't, you know, have it on one screen while you're you know, typing up your resume on the other. You got to watch this movie from beginning to from a visual standpoint. So but if you do, I think you get rewarded with a relatively short, you know, hour and 35 minutes, sort of a relatively feel good, especially if you're a dog lover. If you love animals, man, this movie's right up your alley. You get the fun, the really neat sort of visual component of the dogs.
Well, if you're a cat lover, you're gonna hate this movie.
Well, ironically, there's this like underlying tone that the
Yeah.
villain
Yep.
is a cat guy. So they have this like symbol of a cat under everything, which I thought was subtle, but it's that attention to detail that I think
Right.
that has helped Anderson throughout his career. You know, and millions of people see these movies, and you know, 10% of those millions of people, they appreciate the attention to detail, the talent in the voice or the acting, and so they come back for more and more. So I would absolutely, you know, go and check out the next Wes Anderson film when it comes out, whatever that might be. And so it's certainly not a Slater. You know, I think Fantastic Mr. Fox for me is an absolute Slater, but this one gets a solid $1.
I'd buy that for $1.
Right on. What about you, MSP? Where you at before you freeze?
It's funny because Harley said if you like animals, I'm like, yeah, I the dog aspect of it had me going, and I think I could watch this again. I would like to watch it with subtitles on all the Japanese parts that I didn't understand. That would be really cool. Or have somebody bring someone in who can translate for me. You know, have someone, you know, get a what do they call them? They
Exchange students?
No, well, sure. I'll take one of those too.
Translator?
Translator. Thank you. Yeah, I enjoyed it. So it gets my $1.
I'd buy that for $1.
Well, wasn't the one character an exchange student?
Interpreter.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. Yeah. I could go all certified Denal on this, man, but make it easy for the listeners. But yeah, it's gonna be unanimous. Like I said, I was not bored. I was mildly entertained, and I could have watched something worse. So he just has that, you know, that quirk to him, and you can just appreciate it. There's nobody like him, and it's something. He's bringing something new to the table every time. So by that, I could admire that, and also giving it $1.
I'd buy that for $1.
Did
Or 112 yen. So it's got 336 of our yen.
Right, exactly. That's the correct math. Reed's laughing at Harley's exchange student. I was sure that's the first thing you said. I was thinking interpreter, but
interpreter, that's the other word.
Yeah,
there's a couple that I can never think of.
But exchange student, you know. But Reed, why laugh? Maybe exchange student can explain everything to Tony, huh? Never know. But we're gonna have the last laugh because what if you don't get any points, huh?
Yeah, don't better come correct, Reed.
Oh. Speaking of which, it's time to play everyone's favorite game. I believe so.
This is Savage Scott, and it's time to play everyone's favorite guessing game. Who the fuck is Reggie? With your contestants, Angie from Fallbrook.
My name is Angie.
Reed from the NZ.
Reed here.
Art from Cali.
There's your buddy Art.
And Donaldo.
This is Nalo.
Oh man, I didn't. Oh, I went to go get
You
something to
left.
drink.
You
I
missed
know.
it.
I had no.
Missed it.
Tony, you didn't tell
Tony
me.
totally.
Why do I gotta?
Oh
Missed it,
man.
man.
Tony
I'll hear to the next one.
time on that one with the drops of the music. That was awesome.
Of course, I missed it.
Good
Damn it.
job, Tony. You have to listen to the podcast.
I guess so. Badboyspodcast.com on SoundCloud or on iTunes. Leave us a review if you're on iTunes.
All right. So this week we have 6 voice messages,
Arts is split up into 3.
like 3 or 4. So let's just get into it, I guess. Where is it showing up?
Hey, it's your homeboy Art from Cali calling in as a great comedian from the 80s and 90s, Andrew Dice Clay with this week's reviews. First off,
thought it
it's
was your
the
Mario.
homework. Picked by
That is Mario?
Oh, it got cut off. All right. So then we got number 2. So this
Wait a
must be.
fucking
Now, who's-
FCP! Don't try to screw me over, brothers, but not this time. Artemis is running wild.
Oh my goodness. See?
Start that
I'm
shit
starting
over.
to smell conspiracy, Harley. I really think Tony's cutting his voicemail messages off.
Fucking MCP! Don't try to screw me over, brothers, but not this time. Artemis is running wild. If you didn't hear me, I was gonna say Harley gave it a fucking Slater. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not doubling down though. And what else? We're going with Fonzo. I'm gonna say Fonzo. He actually liked it. I'm gonna say he gave it a Slater, but not. I'm gonna say he gave it $1. I mean $1. That's it. Artemis Wild gonna get the championship. Gonna be champ again later. Oh yeah.
Wait, did he give Art or Tony a point?
He gave-
Did he get it done in
Hey,
the
it's
previous one?
Sue's first homework. Picked by nothing.
He gave
Okay.
Tony's exchange student $1.
Fucking MCP! Don't try to screw me over, brothers, but
I
not
want
this
that
time.
sounder,
Artemis is running
like that
wild. If
clip.
you didn't hear me,
It's
I was gonna say
every time.
Harley gave it a fucking Slater. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not doubling down though.
I'm not
And
doubling
what
down.
else? We're going with Fonzo. I'm gonna say Fonzo. He actually liked it. I'm gonna say he gave it a Slater, but not. I'm gonna say he gave it $1. I mean $1. That's it. Artemis Wild gonna get the championship. Gonna be champ again later. Oh yeah.
Now, did he not give MCP's rating?
It doesn't sound like it. Let's listen to another one. Maybe this next one's him too.
Okay.
Hello. I am.
Nope, it's not him. Okay, so all right, hold on. First off, let's get the Howard's going, wow. I'm like, yeah, that's welcome. That's how we get down around here. So Harley, now what you heard, now was that, I can't tell if it's Hogan or Macho Man for one.
I don't give a shit. He gets a bonus point.
Yes, bonus points for whenever you yell at Tony.
Fucking MCP!
Right there. Listen to that. That's incredible. Like I'm picturing him like in his house, like hiding far away from his family so his kids don't hear it. And he's just like yelling.
He
like,
went into like the closet.
yeah. That sounds like years of like frustration. The podcast to like finally go off. And everything. It felt great. Man, that literally scared me too for a second. I was like, holy shit, what happened here? Oh man, that's
Except for I don't remember him actually giving Tony.
He didn't.
I don't. Yeah. See, Donaldo's saying Hogan. He. All right, but one vote for Hogan. Yeah. He does say brother. That's why I thought Hogan. But then he says, "Oh yeah," at the end, Macho Man. So was it a hybrid? Like, but then he started off as Andrew Dice Clay in the beginning. Hickory dickory dock. You know. So
Yeah.
where are you at, Harley? So with all 3 of them, it accumulates to 1 point, right? For
No,
nice.
he's got 2 points. Yeah, I mean 1 point for the accent.
Right.
1 point,
point for my dollar.
for your dollar. No points
But-
for my Slater, and no points for Tony. Although I'm going to message him on the Facebook because I'm going to give him an opportunity to.
Wow, you're such a nice guy, Harley.
I am.
If anyone's ever doubted you or not being fair, man, that I just want to take this time right now and say, see, people, Harley's got a heart. All right, plays fair.
I like
Holy
how Harley's whole screen bounces as he's typing.
It does. Like how
Yeah,
fucking
like-
hard does he type?
My whole screen bounces.
Like as you were typing, you can
Oh.
see,
Really?
the camera was just like shaking up.
It's
and
like
down.
that gif of Jim Carrey typing all fast. Like, he's got those
All
big
right.
ass fingers, you know. Fucking.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
You see it?
I have a really cheap like fold up desk as my computer stand. So
Well, good luck beating that accent, fellas.
yeah, that one's pretty heavy. Although you actually have to guess the points.
Fucking MCP!
Wrong one.
No, it's not. That's never wrong.
Hello.
Oh man.
There we go.
Hello. I am calling in my regular voice this week, so I know no extra points for me, but I didn't have time to work on it. Yes, believe it or not.
You know what?
I just-
I'm gonna get all of them right.
I just scrolled up to the feed and saw the video that Fonzo posted of the wrestler who falls off the top.
Okay, first off, how
That's
rude. Well, Angie's calling in. You leave.
Oh, fuck, I'm
Take
sorry.
off. I posted that. What? How long ago?
5 minutes ago.
Yes, it is. It's hilarious, right?
It
First off,
is. It's
let's get that-
absolutely because he lands on his head.
Poor and he stood on the top rope. He stood on the top rope for a while too, right? Like holding like a little kid on the swing.
Burp.
I can't stop watching it now. Angie, we apologize. Of course, he's not just rude to myself, MCP, even to our listeners, everybody. And he's still fucking watching it. Look at him. I can see his eyes like looking at the screen. You focus. Huh?
Okay. I need to go back to this.
How far did you go in the feed? That was like from the beginning.
No, it's like from fucking no, it's the Facebook thing.
I love how she was talking, like being all serious, and you start laughing at it. No, like, what the fuck's it so fun? Did I miss something?
Art said I gave it $1.
Okay, but here's the
Okay.
problem: is we're live, so he could be cheating.
Oh shit, son. Oh fuck. Fucking MCP.
Yeah. He shouldn't
You
get
know
the
what?
point. Let's
leave
say
it
he's
to
not
his-
getting the point, and then let's see if he reacts in chat. Let's see. I wonder if I can figure out who's watching. Nope.
I think we have to leave it up to Howie since he's neutral. Like Reed saying R doesn't cheat. I stand by my boy. So Reed's giving him the A-OK.
I
Very
don't
admirable.
know. He's a Mexican. You can't trust Mexicans.
I was dropping the hammer. What do you guys think, Tony?
Would we allow anyone else to do it?
Well, we let Donaldo get that 1 point late at right, and he ended up winning, right?
Yeah,
I feel it's only
depends.
fair.
It depends on the color of their skin.
Oh man.
the lighter the shade, the more honest you are.
Light shade of brown.
We know this. We know. I'm gonna rule here. I'm gonna give it to him. I trust Art. I feel like he's been kind of screwed over on this one before, so I'm gonna err on the side of what is it when you're trying to do something nice? Altruism.
No, exchange student.
Gesundheit.
Zemeckis.
And I'm gonna give it to him. So
Wow.
that's a total of 3 points, which brings his total to 23.
Look at that. Look at that. Are you sure you're not drinking anything else? You're being really oh.
The
Okay,
points
well.
total has spoken.
There's a pain. The numbers don't lie, as they say.
The numbers don't lie. The man with the most points, or woman with the most points, will win this game.
So far, we only heard one person talk too, by the way. It's taking us 10 minutes.
I
Charles watching wrestlers fall on their heads.
But I didn't have no extra points for me, but I didn't have time to work on it. Yes, believe it or not, I actually kind of practice those shitty accents that I present. So,
I picture that, Harley. She's at work on a break and she's like, damn, what kind of accent can I work on? You know? I admire that.
Practice. Practice.
Yeah.
Makes,
You went and got coaching.
She did, right?
practice makes perfect, dear.
At her lunch break, she goes and meets. She's listening in a podcast with people doing accents, like audiobooks.
Harley's like, yeah, you need to practice more.
She's going through a Rocky montage, and it's people just talking to her. It's just, All sorts of accents. Look at me, and you know what? The person doesn't even have. You don't even have to have a human accent, right? As we were so we had the pleasure of listening to last week. You could be an animated character.
Yeah, fucking A. Like, yeah, it could be.
If you could do that goddamn Predator voice that Harley did last week,
Mm-hmm.
you know, give you a review and then sprinkle in that Predator voice in between.
Mhm.
Fucking A.
You know what Fonzo makes me think of? I think it's Mama Said Knock You Out. Is that where the videos he's like facing the mic sideways?
Oh, that's right.
Right.
Yeah. When he holds the mic and it's like, Mama said, no. LL Cool J video, play it. Can you play it in the background?
I
Or
got that
that
with a side. Yeah, that might burn his fucking house down. Tell me to run around on fire. Hey guys, check out this image. He's just on fire.
There it is.
What are we looking at?
Come on. There it is.
Come with an explosion. Oh, here we go. Should I get a hoodie on?
fucking MCP.
You get the bonus points. Well, I feel like if you guys got to hear me clear, I got to go this way. If not, I'll just look straight ahead.
I hear you. That's why I've got my face covered.
Okay. Read second action as an exchange student.
We got to get to read it eventually.
Oh gosh,
Still
we're
stuck on
still on
Angie.
Angie right now.
She
Sorry,
hasn't
hold
even
on.
guessed yet.
I know, no kidding. Sorry.
Get to it, but gonna put in my picks. So for the homework for Isle of Dogs, I'm just gonna say Dollars All Around looks pretty
Boom.
interesting. Didn't get a chance to watch it, but looks pretty cool. Anyway, and then for
All right.
Angie
there you
said
go.
knock him out.
So here's another thing.
Look at fucking Harley's microphone's on his fucking forehead.
It's on his eyes. He's
Tony, put it behind
Jordy.
you. Let's see if we can still hear you. Jesus Christ. We have lost control.
So even though Art has 23 points,
Harley looking like Cyclops.
Angelina has now brought it down to a 2-point game.
Why are you being so cryptic? Tell us the points.
She's got 21, he's got 23. She just scored 4 points. If she had
How did she score 4 points?
Because she guessed all 3 right. So she
And
gets
you
a
get
bonus
extra
point.
Exactly.
You get a bonus point if you guess all 3 right. So although she didn't do an accent. And
Damn. The one time she didn't do an accent. I told you a long time ago.
It's because maybe if somebody would have announced that it was the championship round.
Oh.
I love the mic covering his eyes.
Fucking yeah. Fucking robot over here. There you go, Harley. Tony's just gonna be look at him. A cat with a ball in front of him now.
I need a bowler hat.
There you go.
Paint this green.
You like any robot from Star Wars. Look at that. There you go. Wow. This is what happened when we do video, folks. Play around with the microphone.
we're fucking children.
Right.
All
Tell us, how do you like us to stand in front of the microphone?
Tell us. Yeah, leave a.
How can we
preference in the
entertain
comments.
you?
If you guys wait any longer, it'll be on someone's ass and someone's gonna be farting onto the microphone. Just give it time. We're almost there. I give this a pilot. Just farts right into the microphone. That's what you got. That's the live footage you get right there. Unbelievable. All right. Well, Angie just got. Oh shit! I don't know what Harley's doing. I'm afraid.
I'm fucking with the tape.
Oh boy.
Oh,
that shit's professional. You got electric tape? You cheap ass motherfucker. You got electric tape.
Well, the mic. So the mic ring that was here that holds it to this part broke, but it's unique to this microphone, and I couldn't find that part anywhere online. And so I was like, "There's no way for me." I mean, I could probably come up with something, but fucking
you gotta
electrical
hold it all the
tape.
time now.
No. I'm electrifying them out.
But it seems like it's going down lower.
Well, I'm adjusting it.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. I mean, I could bring it up here.
Oh,
to
there
my
you go.
Forehead. I could.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Quality entertainment.
This is what you tune into the live video.
This is why we do this
Championship.
for
This,
free.
this is why I edit the podcast.
No shit.
It's not live.
Mhm.
Cut this shit out.
That's right. Yeah, everyone's like, "What? What are they talking about?" Get to the calls already, y'all.
Okay, bad boy laddies. New this week we got some fucking what's the shit? I love dogs.
He's
I
a
love-
drunk Scott.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Dogs. Fucking mad. Right. Anyway, Arlie will. He'll probably talk some shit a fucking long time about some bloody shit about animation and fucking all that. But ultimately, I
Fucking
think
all
he's going to
that.
give this a waste of time. Antonio, he's fucking gonna hate this. He's gonna go mad. He's gonna give it a waste of time. And Alfonso, he's fucking, I don't even know, mate. He's probably gonna give it a waste of time too. There's 3 waste of times for I Love Dogs. Fuck it, mate.
Fuck it, mate. You get 1 point. You get 1 point for the accent.
For the
though.
accent.
Holy shit! Harley's fucking microphone going diagonal now. Shit. Wow.
Dang.
You lose
That
4
hurt.
points if you go all wrong. Wow.
At least he didn't double down. You know
Yeah. Now 1 point saved him for the accents.
that
Right.
hurt him though, because now he's 5 points down.
Don't
That-
tell him that he's
Put
gonna
on
leave
Bad
the
Boy.
chat now.
What'd you say?
I was just gonna say that might make his chances of winning practically impossible. I mean, not completely impossible. I mean, I guess Art could double down on piles of shit or Slaters on Dogma and just lose a bunch
Is
of
it
points.
is it fun to speculate on something that you're just going to find out within 30 minutes?
I do it because I'm convinced myself it's good podcast material.
Ah, okay.
But no, your point is valid
All
for sure.
sports.
Yeah.
Just turn it off, turn it back on when the game's over.
What's going on, bad boys? Happy Football Sunday. Hope you guys are doing good.
No,
Hopefully.
Donaldo. Nobody gives a shit about football.
Already made it on time for once. Anyways, I'm struggling with these picks, man. I don't know, but anyways, I'll start
Struggle before the phone call.
with Alfonso with Isle of Dogs. I think he'll give it a waste of time. Tony and Harley will give it $1.
All
There
right.
you go.
Smart.
There you go. Playing it safe.
So the problem with playing it safe is it brought him up to 3rd place. He's at 20. So
Yeah.
he's 3 points down on Art. Angelina is only 2 points.
And still thinks he's too good for fucking accents, this fucking guy.
I know. Yeah, what the fuck?
Fucking, he don't need him yet. Like he's just fucking
Like-
like his shit don't stink. I'm the fucking champ, you know. Dude, the microphone's on your fucking dick now. What are you doing?
I'm
even
gonna
see the
fucking hear
microphone
it. You don't need to see the microphone. Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah. You speak loud enough, that's true. Oh god, now you're checking your hair? What the fuck?
I'm checking this bald spot I got back
Oh
here.
shit. Turn it around. Let's see
Yeah.
it. Patreon exclusive here. Come on.
All right.
You really got a bald spot?
Yeah, it's thinning.
Oh no.
Yeah,
See?
see?
Where are we looking at?
It's right in there. You can see. Look at that shit. Look at that
man.
shit.
See a tiny brain in there.
Pabst Blue Ribbon, man.
What the hell?
Fucking losing my hair. My
What's going on?
fucking my
Wrong button.
my old
Fuck that shit.
There it is.
my old man, that son of a bitch, he had chemo and radiation, right? All up in his neck. And they were like, yeah, you're gonna lose your fucking hair. So he's like, fuck it. So before he even starts radiation and chemo, he just goes upstairs and shaves his head bald.
Nice.
Bald. Because he's like, I don't want to fucking lose my hair. I
Right.
want to lose it on my terms.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
What the fuck happens? 6 weeks later, his hair grows back faster than mine, that bastard.
Whoa.
His hair grew back. The chemo didn't stop it. The radiation didn't stop it. That
if
just
you-
stopped his heart eventually, but his hair kept growing even after death. So
What if you grow your afro out again with it? You hide it?
I don't know, man. I use those drops. I got that like
What drops?
it's
you
just like
talking
that
about?
the over the counter like Propecia shit. you know?
Propecia? What are you talking
I
about?
don't know. Fucking go on Amazon and look up hair growth drops.
Are you using that fucking aerosol spray you see in those infomercials?
I'm gonna try that next. If this shit doesn't I'm fucking telling you, man. It's like it's just all
my god!
like my whole life, my whole worth is wrapped up in this fucking bald spot.
So are you
It's not
rocking
even-
hats lately now, or what? What's the deal? Are you
No,
calling?
I don't do hats. I can't do hats. It fucking drive me nuts.
You feel weird, like if you're in line somewhere and someone's behind you, that they're just staring at it.
Okay, so here's the catch.
Oh
I'm
boy,
sitting
here we go.
there, right?
Ain't no one looking up there.
Nobody can see the top of my fucking
That's a
head.
good point. That's a good point. You're safe, homie.
Unless I, of course, bring it up on the internet where every single human being on planet is now going to see me and like, hey, is that Harley? That guy's fucking balding, yo.
Oh man.
So-
Well, you're not alone apparently,
Well-
because Reed says mine's getting thin too.
Oh, okay. And I could be a Mexican, and that would be the worst. So
Oh, yeah. How he says sawdust. Is that a term for thinning hair?
Or maybe he's recommending to sprinkle some
Oh.
sawdust on it.
Oh, is that what it's? Yeah, yeah. Is
Give
that-
it some volume.
Is that the brand?
I'll try anything,
What
motherfucker.
can add
I'll-
to the
I'll-
viscosity to his hair?
I'll spread some cat piss up there if somebody says it's going to work.
I hear if you put orange chicken in your hair, it'll make your hair grow fast.
All right, there you go.
Yeah,
No, Tony be trying to eat it.
yeah, it's true.
I'll be all up in that head.
What? Wow! Please get that sounder. Harley, did you hear that?
Chopsticks and everything.
Oh Jesus
All of
Christ!
that head, he
Yeah,
said.
and now you just said it. Yeah, sawdust. Look up sawdust on Amazon, Harley. May that'll help you out. That'll help your cause. That's actually what, guys. To be honest, Tony, can we just be honest for a minute now,
What's
Tony?
in it? What's in it?
Can you put the sermon music on? The whole reason we started the Patreon was to get some money to donate to Harley's
For my
follically challenged
Yes.
head. If we could purchase some,
I'm gonna start a GoFundMe.
yeah, they gotta do that. Gotta go with the 1040 weight oil. You ever heard of that, Harley?
10, sure.
Gotta go with that. Let's see. So you got plenty of options, my friend. So you're not alone. You know,
No, I'm not. Fortunately,
you're not only the client, but you're the president.
I'm
as
the
well.
president of the Men's Health. Yeah, right. Hey,
We've got. Hey,
ask my wife though. My dick still
What's
gets
that?
hard. Tony,
okay.
I literally
right.
saw Tony's face like, what? What? No, I'm saying
Yeah.
we're all getting old. We lose our hair, but my dick still gets hard. So,
That's the most important part.
and that's the
Right.
most right. I mean, can you think of something more important?
Big Dukeroo.
Not at the moment, sir.
Dude,
Big Dukaroo. Oh, hey, as long as your dick's still getting hard, then you know you're the champion, sir.
Mhm.
Strong like bull.
Strong like bull.
There you go. Well, fuck,
So-
that's a perfect segue
There you go.
to Dogma, right, Tony?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Let's go.
Dogma, 1999, not 1990. An abortion clinic worker with a special heritage is called upon to save the existence of humanity from being
Heritage. Sorry.
negated by two renegade angels trying to exploit
Fucking with me.
re-enter Hervin. So, yeah, I don't know why I signed this. I remember seeing it a while ago, and I knew this would probably piss Fonzo off. So, like, let's go ahead and sign it.
Why?
Do you not hate what's his face anymore?
Matt Damon. Oh, I'm sure he still hates Matt Damon.
because it wasn't it originally a basketball thing.
Yeah, He spoke out against the Lakers.
Right, but I thought Fonzo wasn't following basketball anymore. He's done with the
Oh, he is now that now that LeBron is a Laker, he's fucking he's got his Lakers gear on, I'm sure.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I just want to keep Tony awake. Keep talking, Tony.
This movie, I remember I remember there was a lot of blood that surprised me, and there's angels in it that were beating some demons.
There you go.
And I'm like, yeah.
Roll back.
Yep, right. But this time I actually followed the story, and I was like, okay, I'm interested. This is actually entertaining.
Real quick, Tony, real quick.
Yeah.
Now,
Uh-oh.
about when are you Smith's filmography, and are you a Kevin Smith?
Right. You're talking about auteurs and that shit. And
yeah,
I don't know if I'd say I'm a Smith fan.
Because you didn't like Clerks, did you?
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah. You ever seen Mallrats?
See, as a director, right? I want to see got Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy, Dogma. Yeah, most of these movies I'm like, meh.
Okay.
Yeah, I would qualify that as not a fan because
I'm not a fan.
because those are the movies that defined who he was. You know, any of the Jay and Silent Bob sort of. There's even a name for the universe that
USQ universe.
Yeah, thank you. And so, yeah, I wouldn't qualify Tony as a fan. I wouldn't even qualify myself as a fan. Like,
well, that's interesting you say that because it was Tony talking, not you. So, can you shut the fuck up for a second?
Yeah.
Because it's, again, Tony's reviewing it, yet you're here we are listening to you again, Harley.
Sorry.
No.
Wow. All right. I am tired because I just saw Reed type. For some reason, I thought a good idea to show my genitals to my Catholic in-laws. But he said gentle.
Whoa, wait, what?
So I'm guessing he showed his gentle Catholic in-laws this movie, Dogma.
No, I like what you said earlier. That shit was kind of way funny.
I'll give him a bonus point if he shows his genitals. I'll just give him the whole goddamn championship.
Wrap it up in gold.
Oh man. Yeah, I could see that being an issue.
Well, Reed says it's his favorite Kevin Smith film. In fact, it's his favorite that he went and showed his genitals to his.
That explains it. Yeah, this kind of movie would make you want to just flash your genitals at family members.
Yes. Howie says that he feels like everybody should be a fan of Kevin Smith and go Lakers. Yes, sir. Represent.
Oh,
absolutely.
Nice.
But yeah, I know. I grew up watching Clerks on repeat, Mallrats on repeat. Anything he came out with, I'm watching it. Chasing Amy, I loved as well. So every time he was putting out a movie, I was there. I was a fan. So
cool.
Yeah, I did not show my genitals to anyone though after watching.
I remember when Fonzo, when you and I were getting into movies, and you turned me on to him. You know, like sort of late 90s, early 2000s. I was not a fan. I remember watching Mallrats. I remember watching Clerks. I remember watching Chasing Amy. I remember my first girlfriend that I lived with, Sarah. She was a fan of, of the films, especially I think I remember her like watching Chasing Amy, like it was her favorite movie ever.
Yeah.
And I remember it was like the early days of hipster Harley. And so I stood out and I was like, no, fuck these movies. This guy's terrible. These movies are dumb. They're dumb. They're dumb. They're dumb. They're just, you know, they're just hard R. They're just, I can't think of the word now, but they're, you know,
exchange student.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And so I didn't care for them. I rewatched them later on as an adult and I appreciate them for what they are. I like, you see the skills, not the skills, but you know, again, like the attention to detail, like what Smith is trying to get across. I can see why it hit such a current in people like our age, you know, sort of, you know, they were in their late teens, probably even slightly older, you know, maybe in their early 20s in the late 90s, like my wife's age kind of thing. So so I can see how he became a household name amongst a generation. He has really he has spanned the Testament to the point where he has as many sort of non-traditional, like non-Jay and Silent Bob films as he does those. The Cop Out, the Red State, the Tusk. These
I
movies.
find that fascinating that you knew exactly what Tony was going to say in his review, like word by word from word.
What do you mean?
Yeah, thanks.
Again, Tony was starting the review. You go off and get fucking yapping away.
Sorry.
It's cool.
Sorry.
I could use a break.
I'm trying. I know. Tony, your eyes are telling us.
I click on his picture and I can see his eyes are like.
Man,
So-
we gotta keep talking to him, man.
You're right. All right, Tony. Sorry.
This will wake
Keep
him
going.
up because Reed said
Oh.
my father-in-law has walked in on me raw dogging his daughter.
Ouch.
Can we just talk about that? And he works
Oh.
for him. That's what's even. That's
Oh, that's interesting. You
Okay,
didn't get
yeah.
fired.
Yeah.
Wow. Tony, have you ever been caught?
No.
he's thinking.
I think in my last marriage I got caught once.
Roommate.
Hard to remember.
Hey, pets don't count.
Oh yeah, totally got caught. Yeah, snuck
Okay.
in. Yeah, that was high school era. So
Yeah. One time I was begging Margot Robbie, and this cat kept coming by my foot, and I was getting a little upset.
This fucking guy.
Or was it a dog? I can't remember. Was it a dog or
So-
a cat?
So, Tony, you're not a huge Kevin Smith fan,
no, but
are you a Dogma fan?
yes.
He said
I'd
he's
say that I
dog
am.
fan earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Isle of Dogma.
I noticed
That's
that
like,
too.
if you have dogs in it, and this one's got a dog in the name, so
Right.
yeah, I
Close
like
enough.
it. Close enough. No, I tend to like movies that kind of take the myths and the story of different religions and kind of play
Yeah.
with them and almost explain the gaps or the weird incongruities or what inconsistency. And like, oh well, this they include something that explains part of it, and they just kind of run with it.
They
That's kind
reference the gap in the Bible from Jesus from like 12
Yes.
to 8 from 12 to 30 or something like that. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm right there with you. I was like, wow, that's really cool. That's neat.
It's clever. Yeah.
It makes me pull up Wikipedia and start looking up.
Does not make me do that.
No.
I still like it.
Tony's got the Bible on one screen, the Wikipedia on the other screen. All right, let's go. Let's get to work.
Yeah, I just slap them together and see what letters fall out.
Mhm.
But yeah, I dig it. It was fun to me. Lainey thought it was a waste of time, and so we'll probably never watch it again.
How
but-
funny! Like how you're so into it,
Uh-huh.
you're not having it.
Yeah.
That's it's happened before, but
Sure.
those are you guys tend to like the same things.
For some reason, yeah, for the most part. But
Yeah.
like, I think she has a chip on her shoulder for religion or religious movies like
Mm.
this. So anything that touches on religion, it just leaves a bad taste in her mouth.
Did
Oh,
you
is
read the
she-
beginning though? The disclaimer.
No shit.
Didn't you read the disclaimer in the beginning? And how they apologize to platypuses?
Right. No, I think she's a big critic of religious movies. Like she doesn't. And there's no like they can't redeem themselves. Like she already prejudged them. She's an
Doesn't
asshole.
mean-
What can I
like,
say?
Is she a critic of religion? Is she a self-described atheist?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, and so I always was too, especially when I was her age, like fresh out of the womb.
Yeah.
And I was very anti-religion. And I still am very anti-religion. I think this movie actually does a pretty good job of sort of making fun of religion, and the ridiculousness of it, without it. The movie admits or portrays that there is a God, and that there is all these sort of characters in the Bible, and that it is the history sort of is true, but it also is making fun of the religious aspect
Right.
of it, the following that it is brought. And I think
that's the best
personally, I think that's brilliant storytelling. I think it's very difficult to do. I think it's very easy to offend some people. You know, it's easy to make a Passion of the Christ, and you're going to get millions of people that go, hell yeah, give that movie a Slater, because it shows what the Bible has told us. It brought it to video. It was very graphic. It was very brutal. It's a difficult line to balance about saying, well, God is real and all these angels and the hell and heaven and all that stuff is real, but we're going to fucking clown on anybody that takes it seriously, so to speak, in the Kevin Smith sort of way.
Mhm.
All while keeping the Jay and Silent Bob era, sort of the Askew universe as a whole. And I think, especially at this point in his career, this was the biggest film he did. Everything else was very small, you know, taking place in malls or something like this. This is a big film for his standpoint. We watch it now, you can see some of the age, you know, some of the set pieces, some of the special effects look a little cheesy.
But when the demon looked pretty cool.
Yeah, that was neat. Yeah.
Hey, so just before anyone gives their review of Dogma, Art, we lost. I fucked Art over. MCP fucked him over, and there's no review.
This is late breaking news right here.
There's no. I've been looking for it. There's no audio on his Dogma picks.
Wait, he just said something on the comments though.
Right. He's yeah, he pointed it out in the chat. Like it's not there. So you
wait.
want him to guess, you know, make his picks here live before we say, I mean, we already we started talking about it, but
well, has he
He's really trying to cheat, huh?
Yeah, no shit. Has he claimed that he isn't live? He isn't listening?
He is back on right now. He's back in the chat and live.
Art, man, why are you fucking with us like this?
We're on the championship one too.
Yeah. This was only
The whole Andrew Dice Clay was fucking awesome. Well,
so
I mean, I thought so. I don't know.
So
about these
wait, I thought so. When you play the fuck MCP wrestler thing, doesn't he go into the extra credit?
I mean, I'm confused because he had an Andrew Dice Clay one first, and he said that he had nursery rhymes and everything.
Okay, so I got it backwards. The Andrew Dice Clay one is for the homework, Isle of Dogs, and the
holy shit! Wait a minute. Okay,
right, and so then the other accent was for Dogma. So the review that he gave, the part that you heard, was for Dogma,
because he never actually said
right
what the movie was during the rating.
Right.
Okay, so let's try to do this. So he said Alfonso and Tony got a point, and we gave it $1 across the board.
So the call went through on my end because I heard it cut me off. Then I left my second call.
Right.
He left a message earlier saying I left a bunch of long-winded calls, and then I made the comment about anything over 60 seconds you lose a point.
Right. The first one cuts him off at 14 seconds, and the second one is only 25 seconds.
What kind of fucking phone is he using to call in the first place? Let's establish that. What are you on?
Right.
You like Superman so much you're making calls on a fucking phone booth outside? What are we doing here? Let's get a real phone for once. Come on. If we got read it from New Zealand calling in, no problem. With his fucking accents and doesn't get cut off. Donaldo barely calling in after watching football and still staying awake, playing Spider-Man for 20 hours, and he still calls in. Angie calling in real quick with 2 kids running around, and she still has time to call in. Art, you know I love you. You know I love you, pal. And I'm not gonna say anything bad. That's why I'm gonna stop before I even say anything else. Just fuck MCP. That's what I'm saying. I think he's fucking with you. I believe everything you're saying, Art, is fucking MCP fucking with you.
Okay,
Right,
so
Harley?
here's the problem. I can't give him any points for his ratings on Isle of Man. That ship is
Isle of Man.
sailed. I mean, Isle of Dog.
Now we know what Harley was watching.
Fucking motorcycle race, right? Okay, so I can't give him any points for his Isle of Dog
Why?
rating because that was like fucking 30 minutes ago.
But he called in though with his review of that already, didn't he?
No, that was for Dogma, is what Tony's saying.
And then so the other call, the one for Isle of Dogs, was the one that got cut off, and we never heard.
Right.
We've already reviewed it, so he's already fucked.
Well, and did he say something else during that? Because I made a comment about something, and he was like, "That's exactly what I talked about. I'm curious what you guys have to say."
He was standing there like talking to his phone, and it was not recording. He was just talking to himself, I guess. But it cut off at 14 seconds. So something happened.
Well, he just said, "I haven't watched the show. Give me a minute. I can leave the voicemails." Not sure. This is the second week in a row. No big deal. So, do we believe him or? I believe him. Art. I believe you, Art. I don't know about these schmucks. They're a bunch of hard asses. I'm just
Believe
really
what?
confused.
You think he cut himself off so he can cheat? That makes no sense.
No, I agree. He's not gonna.
He's not listening right now, so he can call with his voicemail afterwards after listening to the show already.
Oh,
He's on an LG.
Never asked. They were
That
offering to
explains
me
everything.
fake news, D. Yeah, because you're always trying to cheat, man. Can't wait to win today. So I thought this was expensive was pumpkin patches. Oh yeah, I guess talking about pumpkins, blah blah blah, boring. I'm scrolling back into the earlier feed because Art says about some cleats. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about your stupid cleats.
You're the old I'm in that YouTube chat. Dude, I'll take the loss, guys. LG.
Harley's going through the Facebook chat.
Correct.
Not the YouTube chat.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Same here, bro. I've seen it like 5 times.
So again, to recap.
Oh, so it says. So I said. Okay. So here it is. I've been in the lead before, only for them to take it away from me. It's all good, rig. Blah blah blah. I'm about to have negative 10 points. I said, "Yo, Art, I start taking away points for anything over 60 seconds." Art says, "Sneak peek. I had to leave 2 messages this week because I had a lot to say." So we got 2 messages, but the first one got cut short, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then I made the joke about taking away 60 seconds. He says, "I'm about to have negative 10 points this week then." D said, "Why take points away?" I said, "Come on, D. We know the whole game has been rigged against me from day one."
I know, but I'm saying now he hasn't heard the show, so he can't leave his reviews. He said he could call right now.
I've been in the lead before, only for them to say, I wouldn't say blah, blah, blah. I said, I'm like one of those racist restaurants with the sign that says right to refuse anyone. I have the right to DQ anyone for any reason. D says that still doesn't answer the question. Going over 60 seconds too long. D, no, that's a joke. I'm being funny. Ha, ha, ha.
They even did all the saying, give him a couple minutes to call in again.
Yeah. Art says, "Oh boy, Harley Martin to hit in one of my topics of my messages. Can't wait to hear your guys' reaction." So, Art, to be clear, we did not get that message or whatever that topic.
What hurts the most is Art. Is he saying, "I'm more upset about you guys not hearing my awesome Andrew Dice Clay." And Reed's nice enough to say, "I'll give Art 2 of my points and Angie 7."
Well, then that would make. So I would say that the other listeners are
that's totally cool with it. He said, Reed said, I thought it was Eddie Murphy. Then all said before your ratings, and Art saying the integrity of the show must be upheld.
There is no such thing as integrity with the Bad Boys podcast.
You can't uphold what doesn't exist.
Yeah, exactly. So Art, go ahead and call in, and we'll give you the points.
All right, there you go. So yeah, Dogma again.
So
right, back to Dogma.
Back to Dogma. So are we trying to like?
Can you let us know? And how many minutes?
I'll let you know when it comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give him a couple minutes. So yeah, I mean we can talk about it. Interesting. So
yeah. So he said, give me 5 minutes. All right, cool.
So what do you think, Fonzo? I mean, I think you're more of the resident sort of fan of Kevin Smith, and in the sort of like smack dab of the Jay and Silent Bob film universe, is this sort of critique on religion. How do you think it fits in with films like Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy? You know,
Like I said, I think he was genuinely trying to make a thing, like an actual movie. It's different from what I mean. He still has Jay and Silent Bob. They're still in the universe, right? So they're still in there. So you'll still get your funny dick and fart jokes. You know, they get to shine. But I think he really wanted to go make a movie, you know, and not, like you said, poke fun of religion, but just like you said, so, and loopholes, but then still.
He admits that he was raised Catholic, and so he was very familiar with a lot of the Catholic dogma, and I think that was largely the motivation behind it.
Yeah, and it shows. I mean, he did his homework, right? So
yeah,
but to keep it lighthearted, and then to keep, you know, and you throw Jay and Silent Bob in there, and it still works. For me, it's probably the movie I've seen least in his universe. You know what I mean? Especially in this early on in his career. But like I said, when it was coming out, I'm like, oh, it's Kevin Smith. I got to watch it. You know what I mean? Because the whole Jay and Silent Bob shtick wasn't, you know, hadn't run its course yet, and especially in Chasing Amy, they barely had a cameo in it, or like in the other movies, they're in it a lot more. But yeah, I thought it was clever too. I thought, like, remember, just it has this snappy dialogue, but then also it intertwined with the whole religion aspect of it, and seeing Jason Lee as Azrael, and you get your cast of character, just like Wes Anderson, using the same actors he does in all his movies. We'd say the same could be said about Kevin Smith, because we did see them returning Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Chris Rocks, and
I will say this, interestingly enough, to interrupt you for a second. It's interesting. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are, you know, this is 20 years ago, and these guys are, you know, they're up and coming actors, but Kevin Smith couldn't have known that these two guys would become who they are. Yeah. I mean, Ben Affleck is an amazing director, you know. Yeah. Obviously, his acting credentials speak for themselves, and Matt Damon, his acting credentials speak for themselves as well. I mean, I can't think. This fucking guy. You know, Matt Damon is one of the top 10 actors right now that consistently is in leads, solid, if not really good films.
Did you see The Great Wall?
No, I did not. I will be the first to admit I did not see that movie, and nor probably will I ever. That was an interesting, but sorry, it's a very valid point. And you know, I mean, you know, Ben Affleck has his Bennifer. Exactly. And he obviously, you know, personally has struggled with his own personal demons. But anytime you are Batman, right, for a couple movies, so to speak, he's obviously doing something right. And, you know, again, as a skilled director, he's a very talented.
So I'm thinking that, but it's funny, you see him in Mallrats, you know, he had him in. Yeah. And Chasing Amy, he's a big part of the movie. He's the lead. So, I mean, it's funny to see him as you see those old movies. You're like, oh man, it was just like one of his friends. It was like a guy he always used. But then after like Armageddon and that whole era, and he just blew the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly.
Halo. I mean, it was like, now it's like if you get him back for Jersey Girl, I mean, that's probably a part that
I never saw Jersey Girl.
I saw it. Like I said, I had to see all his movies. Not so good. But Dogma, like I said, it's interesting. I mean, you got Salma Hayek, and she has a lot of dialogue too. So it's not like she just gets thrown in there for eye candy. She's a really cool, prominent role in it as well. And I always remember the movie at the ending. I don't know if we want to spoil it, but the person they chose.
It's 20 years old. It's got a 7. We can spoil this movie. It's got a 7.3 on IMDb, and it's 20 years old.
Well, the person they chose to play God, I always thought that was kind of interesting. That was always an interesting when it came out.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. And then R.I.P. Alan Rickman. I mean, he was just great in it too.
Well, and George Carlin.
Yeah, George Carlin too playing Cardinal. I think that's great too.
Mhm.
And having the three little three hockey players as like Hashiro's minions. It was just a cool take. I don't know. I think it was bold on Kevin Smith's at the time of his career to try something different like that. And I felt like he had the confidence and because he always writes and directs, so we always knew he had the comedy chops. But I think to try something like this and feel comfortable, and when he writes his dialogue, it's like Tarantino, right? You just know what you're gonna get when you watch one of their movies, and it was confidence in Smith, I think, in his directing, and I think he was getting better as a director as well. Having a little bit bigger budget, and like I said, you put Affleck and Damon together, they're just gonna do shine. They're gonna read your dialogue. They're gonna do great. More so Affleck than the other guy, but yeah, it's an interesting movie, and it's never been done before in that aspect, right? No one's ever really touched religion like that, unless on the real serious tip, you know. I mean, unless it's like a documentary, right, where you have like a Michael Moore or what's his face, Bill Maher, challenging religion.
Mhm.
Yeah, I dug it. I mean, I had fun
Oh
with it, you know.
yeah, whatever that
Regulus
movie
or whatever.
was called. Yeah, I know exactly what.
Oh, so now you're getting drunk.
Yeah,
Where's MCP at? Where you at, MCP?
yeah. No,
Again, it's like I say MCP and Harley can't help but to talk like it. Should we just change your names, Harley? Should we
Yeah.
just?
I'd speak for myself too.
Okay.
What was the question?
I was leaning back to you. I was just segueing back to you.
I mean, let me ask you this, Tony. You picked this as extra credit.
Yeah.
Did you rewatch it because you remember it? You wanted to
Yes.
see it again? You
Yes.
liked it? Like, what was the motivation for picking it?
Yes. All of the above. I mean, yeah, I saw it before. I remember enjoying it. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. So, it's hard, Fonzo, because you keep asking MCP to speak, and we just get sort of like a.
I'm just trying to keep him awake.
I know.
Yeah. Not much else to say about it. I mean, I already said I liked it. What the fuck more do you want?
There you go.
What
Liked it?
do you want? This, I think, was it Reed who said? I think it was Reed. This is my favorite Kevin Smith film. I feel if from a filmmaking standpoint, Fonzo, you addressed it. This was sort of his, I think his magnum opus kind of thing. Considering the films that he did before were much smaller, much more genre, and this was really like kind of a crack at a bigger film, while sticking to his roots of, again, the Jay and Silent Bob thing, and like you said, all the tropes that have sort of come with those characters, and you can watch this movie and enjoy it as just a Kevin Smith comedy. But I'm like Tony, I love these kind of religious movies where they're constantly like addressing, religious dogma, but then it's it's kind of a new take, The Book of Eli, amazing film for me. I love that movie. It's an absolute slater. Obviously it's a very dramatic take on religious characters, and it's put in this post-apocalyptic world. This one is the comedic side of it, but I think in a lot of ways it's just as sort of, it holds up just as well. It's just as important, I think, for people to see Dogma, because it entertains in a different way, a ridiculousness that the two angels, Loki and Bartleby, you know, and they throw the rated R and the vulgarity and the fucking graphics and the heads exploding, and then the ridiculousness of George Carlin. George Carlin was one of the biggest outspoken critics of religion. In all of his comedy sketches, he always, on all his stand-up, he would constantly make fun of religion and the ridiculousness of it. And he is the fucking king of the cast, the cardinal clique. You know what I mean? The fact that, you know, God comes down to earth to play skee ball is like a homeless John Doe character. It just works. I mean, the supporting cast he gets, playing all the miscellaneous characters. He obviously gets his Kevin Smith, you know, you listed it off, but you know, Linda Fiorentino, she was kind of like the it girl in this. You know, obviously she did Men in Black a year or two before this. Her performance is probably the least sort of.
Art said, "Just call," and Harley's still talking.
Yeah. It's probably the sort of least convincing of the performances, but I think it's only because she is put up against people like Alan Rickman. You know what I mean?
You say that because according to Kevin Smith on the commentary, she was very difficult to work with, and on some days, in fact, wasn't even speaking to him. Kevin Smith.
Interesting.
In retrospect, Smith said he wishes he had offered the role to Janine Garofalo instead.
Oh, interesting. So, you know, I mean, I would say this, you know, Janine was a clear comedian at that point. And the Lena, somebody, she, I don't know, that was known as a comedian at the time. And so it was, you know, kind of a gamble. But the movie isn't really about her. I mean, ironically, it is, but at the same point, it's more about everybody that surrounds her. And like I said, I think this is my favorite Kevin Smith film. Red State is another, I think, really, really good film. And it's one of my favorite Kevin Smith films, but it's a totally different, it's a suspense thriller. It's a genre film. It's not a comedy. It's very heavy. It's very dark. And because I'm not a diehard Kevin Smith film, and so I just kind of take every movie at face value. This one's probably my favorite from a repeat viewing standpoint. And I think for your sort of average viewer, I think this is the one that I would rewatch. I've seen this probably 2 or 3 times before this. And this was the first time I really tried to watch it critically and sort of like try to pick it apart, you know? And I didn't find much wrong with it, you know, besides some of this just sort of like budget issues. But this would be the one I would recommend every time. And I mean, bottom line, when I was watching this movie, Chris was really enjoying it, and she's like, Tony, she hates everything. So truth be told, I'd give this one a Slater.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
well, you fucked up everyone's picks.
Yeah, I really like this movie. I think it's not just slapsticky entertainment, but it's kind of important almost for people to see this, because it's sort of original. It's sort of this sort of like, let's just make fun of religion, but at the same time have God come down at the end of it, blow people's heads up, you know, fucking do handstands, fall over, ridiculousness funny. And I just think it holds up. I think it holds up really, really well. So there you go. I'm sorry, I'll stop talking now.
Damn. Well, to be honest, if I watched it again, I could probably give it a Slater too. But for now,
you were watching it half asleep, so you don't even remember.
I'd buy that for $1.
That's true.
Get that fucking glazed eye look over, my friend. Oh man. So yeah, Matt Damon stars in it. It was a big pile of shit for me in the beginning, but everybody else won me over. So I'm giving it $1.
I'd buy that for $1.
Because he originally wanted Jason Lee to play Loki.
Mm.
But what was I reading? It said the role of Loki was written for Jason Lee, so it would have been following from Chasing Amy, where Ben Affleck and Jason Lee were the two leads. He must have loved the chemistry together, but scheduling conflicts forced him to take on the smaller role of Azrael, and Matt Damon took over as Loki. So, in fact, he wanted Rodriguez to direct.
Oh, interesting. Look at their careers diverge. Jason Lee and Matt Damon.
No.
I never heard of this Matt Damon guy before. I heard he's a Lakers fan, though.
Oh, shit. That'll be very interesting now with your Slater there for sure. So let's get to the calls and see.
Did you give it a rating? I'm sorry.
I gave it $1.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, Doug. I'm all out.
Refill.
All right. So where do we want to start?
Usually start where you're.
Here we go. 3. This is the third call that came in.
For the extra credit for Dogma. Again, all dollars for everybody. Because, I mean, Selma Hayek is my girl, and Janet Girl was my jam at the time. So, anyway, have a good week, you guys. Bye.
Thank you, Angie. Thanks for calling in. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we didn't say much about Selma Hayek, but
she's in it.
She played a stripper in the movie.
So are her tits.
Oh man! So that now we know the real reason you gave it a Slater.
That didn't hurt.
Yeah. How many points did Angie finish off this?
So congratulations, Angelina. You have scored 23 points on this championship run, which ties you for first place as of right now.
So unless Art, what is it? Screws the pooch. Completely fucks up. We could have a tie for first.
Now here's the thing, Donaldo, if he pulled an accent out of his ass and got it right, he could be the champion.
Oh man. Here we go.
Reed, I don't know that. Yeah.
He seems to be pissed off because Donaldo said out of all the movies he gives a Slater. Art doesn't like Angie's accent. He wrote with a lame accent. One of my favorite lines from Mallrats, how he's putting it right now. Would you like some chocolate covered pretzels? And that to me, I think I watched Mallrats more than any other movie. That's fine. With fucking the Rooker, fucking Michael Rooker in Mallrats too, which is great.
Oh, that's right.
He's a fucking bad guy.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, well, there you go. It's 23rd. Who's the next call coming in?
No. Konnichiwa. 소린 거이스터 is Dogma. Horin Titstorades. Konnichiwa. Harley. Similarity Slater. And what is on the twice down? Double down.
Double down.
I did hear that too.
Antonio.
Hey, that's me.
Dollar.
This is the best accent because I don't understand shit.
It's a different language. Is it Mori or is it Japanese? What the fuck is he doing?
It started with Konnichiwa, and I think this whole thing's supposed to be a Japanese accent.
Okay.
Dollar. So Kat didn't get that. Harley was a Slater double down. Tony was $1.
Okay. So
so he does clarify at the end just because.
I love it.
Movies when you need subtitles and
he
captions.
subtitled his own voicemail.
That is brilliant, right? It was Oriental.
Here's some dollar. So in case you didn't get that, that's Harley with a Slater double down, Tony with $1, and Fonzo with $1.
Holy
Did he
shit!
just nail it?
Just did what? Okay,
This is
let's do the math.
unbelievable.
So that's 2. That's 1. That's 1. He gets a point for the accent. 3, 4. That's 5 points. That ties him for the lead with Angelina
And Art.
and Art. We have a 3-way tie, folks.
Fuck out of here.
And D is only 3 points down. I think the proper term is konnichiwa, bitches.
How do you like them apples, boys?
Holy shit.
Bad boys for life.
How the fuck did he know I was going to give it a Slater?
That is unbelievable.
Impressive.
When did he
most
send that? When did he send that call, Tony?
A minute ago.
Let's see. Right. Let's see. This is 7, 6, 5.
I love that he just had to tell us afterwards in case you guys couldn't hear it.
2:30 today. 2 weeks.
Okay. Wow.
That's fucking
Dude.
impressive.
I
Not only came with the action for those points, not only did he nail all of them,
he nailed the
he
Slater.
fucking doubled down the Slater. How the fuck did he know that about you, Harley?
Wait
Huh?
a second. Does he get a bonus point for guessing all 3 right as well?
Of course.
Yeah. Remember, that's the highest point value you can get, remember?
Mm-hmm.
So then he gets.
He's
That's
actually
not-
in the lead.
He's actually
Yeah.
in the goddamn
actually
league,
has
Harley, because your
20.
fucking math is terrible.
Look, man, he scored a lot of points at once. I had to do a lot of counting, and he was doing it in Japanese.
And you're out.
I'm out. So okay, so never mind. That was a fucking 6-point swing.
Hey, my man fucking bones down Raw Dog, all right? When fun and his follow-on watches, all right?
He forces his father-in-law to watch. That's
Yeah, no shit. That's hardcore. Damn.
all right.
How do you say?
I will say this: if Art loses, it.
Even Art's got a hey, he's got a game recognizing game, right?
Okay, so here's the problem. What if there's a tie? Nice cut, by the way, Tony. What if there's a tie? What's the
Tiebreaker.
tiebreaker?
We've never had this.
I
problem
can't.
before.
I can't think.
You asking Tony Movan's fucking slouching on his
I-
chair right now. He's about
I
to fall,
cannot.
about to fall over.
Nope.
There's a fucking tie. Well, then we'll have to
They have
flip a
to
coin.
duke it out.
The old.
How about we cross that bridge when we fucking have to? All right.
All right. Let's
Make them play some like online Street
paper,
Fighter.
rock, scissors.
Paper, rock, scissors. Yeah. Well, let's cross that bridge if we have to right now, because that shit's. It's Harley's fucking leaning over too now. What the fuck's going on? Jesus Christ. Lazy sons of bitches.
Tony's gonna beat me though. He's gonna get low.
Tony's fucking. Yeah, we're just gonna see the top of Tony's head.
Honestly, it's just gonna be easier for me to move.
MCP's bald spot.
No, Tony's just like, nope, y'all can't see me, and he's gonna lean back and he disappears. I'm surprised you're not wearing glasses, Tony. You cover your eyes. Oh man, look at Tony's diploma. He's just showing off now. Or is that lady?
Oh shit! Yeah, that's mine.
There you go. See, college boy, college egg,
Alright.
head motherfucker.
D time.
Here we go. He's just gonna be like, you know what? Fuck y'all. I'm gonna just win it. So
Dogma. I want to say Fonzo will get a waste of time because you know how much he hates Matt Damon. But the fact that you got Ellen Rickman and James Silent Bob in the movie, I think he might give it $1, and same goes for Tony and Harley. So yeah, $1 all the way for Dogma. Anyways, that's
Dollars.
it. Peace out. Bad boys for life.
bad boys for life, my friend. So yeah, he played it safe, which is smart, which
Yep.
is cool. Didn't want to take any chances,
No accents,
but no accident again.
except for you're in dead last place, D.
Oh shit! Dude? What did he end up with?
22.
Damn. maybe the accents. Maybe he'll
Maybe
rethink it next
accents make a
season.
big deal.
Next season, he'll
that Donaldo cliche, dollars all around.
his
never
luck just
doubling
fucking
down.
ran out. His luck
mean,
fucking ran out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. His old Salvadorian luck just ran out.
That's right. Shine that championship belt. Turns that somewhat sideways.
So we're gonna listen to Art's call, right?
Here we go.
Right.
Holy
So this is his
This
dog.
became the lean back podcast. I know. I feel like I need it.
So this is his review for Dogma and not Isle of.
Right. And then once I play this, then I'll play his Isle of Dogs one.
Okay.
Fucking MCP! Don't try to screw me over, brothers! But not this time. Artemis is running wild. If you didn't hear me, I was gonna say Harley gave it a fucking Slater. That's so I'm telling you, I'm not doubling down though. And what else? We're going with Fonzo. I'm gonna say Fonzo, he actually liked it. I'm gonna say he gave it a Slater, but not I'm gonna say he gave it $1. I mean $1. That's it. Artemis wild, gonna get the championship, gonna be champ again. Later. Oh yeah.
And then he answered what he gave for me, right? $1, which is accurate. He nailed it. He just didn't double down.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but he ended up just scoring 5 points because he got 4 points for the guesses because this is for Dogma, and he did the accent.
Yep.
Okay.
He just didn't get the double down point.
So that makes him the champion right there.
Really, without even the points from this one from Isle of Dogs,
because he had 20 points from last week.
Right.
The Predator 2, and then he just scored 5 points on Dogma because he.
So even without the points for Isle of Dogs, he
still wins.
Damn.
He didn't have to call in.
Nope. Because he got my Slater. He got Alfonso and Tony's $1.
And then he got the bonus.
There's 4 points.
Right.
Plus a bonus for the accent, which he stuck through. Congratulations. Good job. You've had a hard time sticking to the accent.
That's right.
So that's 5 points in total. Wait. Yeah, that's 5 points. That brings 20 to 25, which is 1 point ahead of Reed, even though Reed fucking came with the thunder at the end there. Art is your champion.
There you go.
Boom.
Still going to listen to Isle of Dogs, though.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, bad boys, it's Art from Cali calling in as Andrew Dice Clay, not that fucking Jamoke, fucking Eddie Murphy, fucking MCP. I don't know what you did to my voice notes, but here we go, quick and fast. This week's homework was picked by none other than Harley, and he fucking picked Isle of Dogs. So what are we gonna go? Oh, something about the Dice Man. He was famous for making dirty nursery rhymes back in the 80s. Such as this: roses are red, violets are blue, Harley's are racist because he hates the Jews. Oh, fucking Harley hates the Jews. Why you so racist? I'm gonna say you give it a fucking $1. On to MCP, who's making me call again. I got a nursery rhyme about fucking MCP. Dickory, dickory, dock. Why does Tony suck so much cock? Oh, you gave it $1. I'm gonna go on to Fonzo. I love you, Fonzo. You know you're my favorite. But I heard a nursery rhyme about you too. It goes like this: Jack be nimble and Jack be quick. Our Fonzo's got a tiny dick. Oh, and you gave it $1. That's it, bad boys. I love you. Bad boys for that.
Boy, it sounded like a Borat at the end, but it's okay. He stuck through it. The excitement. It's almost like he knew he was going to be a champ. Like that's the son of a champion right there.
So this is
energy.
The interesting thing is
you're fucking exhausted. Look at you.
Yeah, I'm well because I'm like having to pay attention, and it's fucking 11 o'clock at night, and I'm fucking old. I'm buzzed, and yeah. So he just guessed our $3, right? Because then we wasn't it a certified Donaldo?
Yes.
So he just scored another 5 points.
It's on a fucking roll.
So he literally just scored 10 points today, which turned his victory into a landslide. It's like a certified Trump, the championship. It was like the
I think he's holding a record for most points scored.
That's 30 points.
Right? most points like in a homework and extra credit, right? He gets like the world record for. He gets the record for that. Record for most points scored. This guy's gonna be bragging for fucking ever. Denolo, you're gonna have to hear this for the rest of your life.
Now here's the thing.
Oh,
Reed. I'll say it one more time.
yes, please.
Reed
You
gets
know?
to pick the extra credit.
That's right. You're absolutely goddamn right.
But Art gets to come onto the podcast
That's right. Absolutely.
and
Picks the homework
pick the homework.
for next week.
Yes. Congratulations, Art. Good job.
Art just said, Reed, you can raw dog me anytime. Reed said Art will always be a champion. Art already chose the homework. Mandy, he ain't fucking around. He just posted on the chat. There you go. And he can help us review it next week. How about that?
What?
Nicolas Cage movie, Mandy. Art, you gonna free up your schedule Sunday night? Once he works, what are we gonna do?
So we can
work around his schedule.
Yeah, we kind of have to work around his schedule.
He's on right now, fucking farting around. So let us know, Art.
Can you do it Sunday night? Can you do it Monday night? Can you do it Tuesday night?
Yeah, Art, let us know if it's available. I was gonna have some cup of coffee or some shit.
Tony's gonna go take a leak, is what he's gonna do, and I'm gonna go take a leak too, because I'll be right back. You're on your own. Entertain.
I'll entertain the masses, man. Man, fuck these putos, man. Now that they can't hear me, I know Tony's gonna edit so he can hear all this, but I can't believe this shit. Art, congratulations, sir. Art, I could let you know closer to the date. Fantastic. You just let us know. Reed's choosing the extra credit. Victus, right there, because Reed, that was close. This was like the closest. That shit was unbelievable. Like we had the drama, we had the cut off calls, we had to we had to do another recall and recall, and I mean it was just drama all around. We got highest points totals we ever scored. I mean it shit was bananas. Great job to everybody. I mean even Angie coming through. The best part is Donaldo being in dead last for once. How about that? You guys like that, huh? Donaldo, that's got to sting. You're talking shit all season long, and here comes Art. Boom, laying the hammer down right on your forehead. I don't know if Tony's back yet. Here's some rumblings. I'm looking at the video. Nope, they ain't there. Nobody's there. But I was not expecting to come anywhere but last. Oh, we know about you coming, Reed, already. Apparently, you sharing that to the masses already. So, there's MCP's back. The thing about that drama, MCP, that was
The what?
the drama coming into the very end. I mean, we got to cut off calls. We get calls coming back. We get the highest score scored ever. We get Reed coming in third, all the way to the first, and then Ari coming back and taking his lead. I mean, we had it all this season, especially towards the end.
Yeah, it's all right.
That's about the excitement I expect from MCP. Thank you, sure. Thanks for sharing that. We got a Cujo making an appearance.
That's my go pupper dog right there. See, that's man's best friend right there.
There you go. Look at that. Look at that dog. Isla dogs right there. Isla Cujo.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, look at Donaldo says, that's fine. I've been champ 3 times this year. So, math is hard, Howie. He sounds like a sore loser. Congrats, Art. Even look at Cujo's even here to congratulate you, Art.
Yeah.
Fine victory, sir. How you just witnessed one of the greatest who the fuck is Reggie played ever. That was phenomenal. That could have, like, we always joke about that could have gone either way.
It really did come down to the wire for sure.
It did. And it really did. Right when we thought like fucking Art just coming through the gates, just fucking bursting through as if his fucking father-in-law was watching, just came all over the place, shot his load, just to take the lead, and then Art's like, wait right there, my friend. Put out the cigarette butt, Andrew Dice Clay on his forehead. And says, hey. Art will let us know, Harley. I don't know if you saw it. He would letting us know closer to the date when he can come onto the podcast.
Okay, that's fine. I don't.
You.
In fact, yeah, as of right now, I'm good. I mean, I could potentially have a difficulty with recording on Sunday night, but So this Thursday, I get my wisdom teeth pulled, all 4 of them.
Oh boy.
So I took Thursday and Friday off. So but we might go camping this weekend, but we'd have to be back by Sunday evening anyways. So I should be able to record Sunday.
You might be exhausted, is what you're saying.
I could be tired. I could
Right.
potentially be tired.
Yeah. We'll play it by ear. Let's see what how our schedule is.
Yeah.
It's fucking flexible enough. They can help us review the movie. But you chose Mandy, and then Reed chose Invictus. I don't know if you guys saw that, Harley. I saw that in the chat.
I've never seen it, but I'm excited to see it, and I'm sure my wife is happy to see it too.
Okay.
And I'm sure you are too. 2 weeks and Matt Damon in a row.
Yeah, I don't know why the fuck I'm being
So-
punished. I don't know who. If I shit in somebody's cereal, I apologize, but I don't know why the fuck. There's tons of movies out there, not starring Matt Damon. So can we pick those? I know. I almost feel like Invictus is a homework because none of us saw it.
It is homework, but
I think I've seen it.
okay, so it's extra credit. There you go.
Great. Thanks, Tony. Tony, how was your fucking weekend? What the fuck? Are you so tired?
I did a 10-mile hike today.
Oh wow!
Which fucking mountain did you climb today?
El Cajon.
How big is that?
It's
How long
4,000.
is that? 10 miles. You said the elevation was how? You took that picture there. We all saw it.
Yeah.
Did you hustle?
3,500 feet up.
How long did it take?
Let's see. We went up at 6 and we came down at 1. So it took us 7 hours. We hung out at the top for maybe 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It was hot. It was rough. Yeah.
Training, huh?
Yeah.
You did it though.
Yeah. It's supposed to be like a gauge to see if because we want to do a much harder one, like 3 times harder than this one. In
Like
November.
I said, you're gonna get into backpacking territory.
Yeah.
You have to start, but you got money. You can fucking buy camping gear. And,
Yeah. The main thing is to see if I can recover from this one. See how quickly I can recover, because that's what's going to determine if I can train up to that level.
Yeah.
I tell you what, man.
Are you feeling sore right now? Or are you saying you're worried you might feel sore tomorrow? Or
My knee, I have there's a sore tendon that I have right now, which happens on this kind of stuff. So if that can go away quickly, then I'll be able to train past it.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Well,
And then
congrats,
an elevation change.
Yeah.
Like the big one starts at 8,000 feet or something like that. No,
Yeah.
or I don't know. It starts at 6,000, goes to 10, or starts at 8,000 and goes to 10, or something like that.
Yeah.
I
That's a
think
huge difference, huh?
And yeah, I mean, apparently starting at elevation is going to fuck you up already,
Okay.
and then changing into higher elevation
Mm-hmm.
is something else. So
So if you do a lot of severe elevation change during a hike, it'll just slow your pace down. Most people have difficulty keeping a pace up if you're walking up a steep hill. The issue with hiking at elevation to begin with is the whole less oxygen.
Right.
The most severe case being elevation sickness. I don't know that you have any elevation down there that's really traditionally high enough. Now, granted, so because I've done some research on elevation sickness, because I had this desire, and I still do, to hike Mount Shasta, which is at 14,000 feet.
Whoa.
Yeah. So the general rule of thumb is around 10,000 feet is where people have a much higher risk of suffering from elevation sickness.
Gotcha.
I've been up to about 10,000 feet a half a dozen times and never had any issues. But I also live at 3,500 feet. So I'm already sort of, I spent 13
you're
years of my
tall,
life.
so
Yeah, you're always in high elevation, so yeah, stop bragging already.
No. So
Why you try to habitually line step over Tony.
But people that
That
do
amazing
live
shit.
at sea level, such as your guys' self, you probably are more susceptible to suffering from elevation sickness.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. So next week we're doing I think it starts at 6,000 or something. It's supposed to be one of the ones that's like at elevation just at the start of it, where a lot of people get elevation sickness. So that'll be a good test.
So you'll be
I just said that boy is just plumb crazy.
Yeah, no shit. So the trick with elevation sickness is to be around people.
Right. We're being forced into a buddy system. type
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. So you'll be fine. Drink lots of water.
How many people went with you?
There was 4 of us. Me and 3 girls.
Everyone handled it.
Not. I mean, as best they could. We one girl, she was getting cramps, and we had to stop a lot.
Yeah, shit, no joke, man.
Yeah, it's not.
Congrats, homie. I mean, you're handling it.
Yeah,
You said you're hustling.
I feel like I didn't handle it because I'm so tired now. I'm like, shit.
You're recovering
But,
now.
I'm alive. I guess that counts.
Absolutely. Right, you took a picture up there, so we saw it. You didn't cheat.
Right. Let's see.
There's that you'll find more and more as you do these big hikes that there's a psychological component to sort of like keep motivating yourself just to walk and walk. Nobody's used to walking all day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, just the sake of walking with, a backpack and shit, it can almost be torturous, not physically, but just sort of the repetitiveness and, and even if you're with people, you're not going to want to talk to them incessantly because you're probably getting pretty tired of fucking walking. You know what I mean? Some people are not attracted to it. Some people do not like hiking. You obviously have some sort of pull to it, whether it's the physical component.
Yeah,
or
were you
aspect.
challenged again, Tony? What's going on?
What's
Someone challenged you and said you couldn't do it. You like proving them wrong?
No.
Okay.
No, they announced that they're going to do Cactus to Clouds, and they're going to do a bunch of hikes from every other weekend as training to Cactus to Clouds, and anyone can join whenever they go.
Right.
So I went last weekend just to see if I liked it, and I'm like, yeah, I kind of liked it.
Nice.
It was cool, and it was that one was only a 7-mile hike.
Okay.
And so then this weekend, someone posted on Facebook like, "Hey, I'm gonna go do this. It's supposed to be one of, if not the hardest San Diego County hikes." And I'm like, "Fuck it, I'll do it."
So that's the
like,
challenge. Like, fuck it, let's do it.
It's like, how do I know what I can handle unless I push myself? So went to this one, and yeah, I'm feeling it. Like last week, 7 miles, I was fine. I came home. I was able to go to the gym afterwards, even after hiking, no problem. But today, I'm like, fuck. So
I hear you, man. I'm the same way, man. I was playing Street Fighter, on hard mode. I'm like, what? I'm challenge myself. I'm put on very hard. See how well I did, So
don't do that.
The same. It's like I feel you, man. The way you came down after that, how exhausted you were, it's the same way as I was fighting that boss, man.
I believe it.
I did go for a walk with the family today. I think we probably walked half a mile.
Half a mile. At least you guys are outside doing active stuff. That's cool, man.
No, I haven't done any mud runs, but I do have a Spartan sprint scheduled for October. That'll get me introduced to the whole obstacle course racing thing.
We have a mud run up here by the ski resort, and they get a lot of people showing up, and I've always wanted to do that. So, but again, it's another one of those things where I've always wanted to, but never do. So.
Yeah, I figure I might as well get it done now. Like I ain't getting any younger, and I got to a point where I'm fit. So it's like, fuck it, let's just do all the shit that I should have done, 15 years ago.
Take advantage of your health, yeah, for sure. That's great.
Well. Nice.
So, awesome.
Yeah. Well, taking the kids to a Halloween store and chasing them around, that's my exercise.
That'll keep you fit.
That's mentally, physically, taking them twice, 2 days. Cruise soccer game on Saturday. It had the early game, bro. This game was at 8 a.m. Tony, did we ever have an 8 a.m. game? I don't think so, huh?
That's
I wanna
pretty
say
fucking
9.
early.
I don't think I'd remember them if we did. Just
Yeah,
slept
I was
through them.
Yeah, so I remember like it being foggy still in the morning, like the really early morning games. I remember the grass was wet, a lot of slide tackling going on. You know what I mean? But I remember 8 a.m. and the coach always wants them like 40 minutes early. But she posted like on our team chat 7:15. I was like, take it easy with that, lady. Well, maybe 7:30, but maybe. And it was my snack day, so of course it's the early day. I didn't have snacks, so I'm like, all right. So I got to get there early. Got the cooler off there. Had the orange slices, the Gatorade, and the goldfish at the end. And yeah, the team won 6-4. Man, it was a good game. They had its commanding lead in the beginning, but the kids the kids were playing hard. It was the Sidewinders versus the Diamondbacks, and yeah, man, kids played hard. And Cruz playing center mid, so he's trying a little midfield. I think he enjoyed it. I think he said he seemed to like it. So he says he doesn't want to be goalie anymore. So he wants to get out there. I think he's understanding the game a little bit more. I just want him, hopefully he sticks with it. Just want him to learn a little more of the handling, and still want him to be a little more aggressive, just kick the ball a little harder. But I think he's getting it. I think it's like it's his first time playing, so I can't ask for too much. So once he gets the handling down, handling's just the most important part. I think you get the handling down. I mean, I see kids out there that just like they're dribbling and just juke one kid, and it's like, fuck, man, it's all handling, right? I mean, there's just no trick here, trick there to move to juke to the left, juke to the right, and you got somebody, right? And then you know exactly where to kick from, make a goal. And there's one kid on our team. He scored like 2-3 goals in the very beginning of the game. So I'm like, oh,
Wow.
we might have this game, yeah. So, yeah, Saturday we did that. And afterwards, I'm like, hey, you guys want to go to Spirit? Like, yeah, check out the cool animatronics they got. A huge scarecrow looking ones. Like, have a Michael Myers one. They always have a cool display too, where they show off a lot of the other animatronics. This time it was like a farmhouse, but it had a cool like lit entrance with fog, and had this headless woman there roaming around and saying these weird things. So it was kind of neat. So they always have, like I said, something different. So that was cool to take them there. And then later that night we watched Hocus Pocus. And Sunday, just chill day. But again, they wanted to go to Spirit again, so we went back. And it's funny, the new one they have open too as well is the old Toys R Us. So it's kind of funny, store. What does that saying go? Something closes, another thing opens. So here's
one door closes, another one opens.
Yeah. So the ghost, the shell of Toys R Us is now a Spirit. So I wonder, that one's got to be pretty huge too, unless they didn't take up the whole building. But yeah, we just chilled again on Sunday. Had to watch fucking Broncos lose to all the stupid ass team. Congratulations, D. But yeah, that's pretty much what I did. What about you, Harley?
I didn't do a goddamn thing. Yeah, this weekend was nothing. We had kind of an issue with Anna. She had a football game she went to with her friends. It was a high school football game, but then she had a homecoming Saturday night that she didn't get to attend because she didn't turn in all of her homework assignments. So yeah, old Harley and Chris being the mean parents, so she wasn't happy about that, of course. But I was pretty clear at the beginning of the week. You need to make sure all your shit's turned in before you go to the dance. So anyways, so that was sort of created a kind of a little fight, little tiff between us. But it's all resolved. It's all good now. So yeah, just got a short week ahead of us because I got my teeth pulled on Thursday. But both of you, Tony, Fonzo, can you tell me some stories about getting teeth pulled? Do you have your wisdom teeth? Have you had them pulled?
Yeah, I had them pulled. I didn't get to put to sleep. They just took them out, and I had a rare situation where I didn't get the fucking nightmares or weird shit that people had. Like when mine came out, I was like, "What's the fucking big deal?" There's no big deal. I was surprised.
Okay.
I've heard all the horror stories. So people say they get put to sleep, they get drugged, and it's like the fucking horrible pain. But I didn't get to go to sleep. They Novocaine me. They pulled them out. I was good. So,
how old were you?
It was before I got my braces done. So if you remember back then when I was working in Adelphia.
But you were still an adult.
Yeah. I was in my late 20s for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tony?
No big deal.
So I got them taken out twice. I got my bottoms taken out without going under, and the dentist was pretty much like climbing on my chest.
Yeah, remember Tony Harley? He
Trying to
mentioned
yank
this
him
on the
out.
podcast.
Yeah,
That's right. That's
yeah.
right.
And then the second time, they put me under, and apparently, like when I was came to, I jumped out.
Your
She brought up the
asshole hurt?
wheelchair. She brought up the wheelchair, and I was like, "All right, let's go." And I jump up, and I'm like, "Oh, I could get myself in the chair," and I sit myself in the chair and start wheeling myself out. Like I was like, I'm ready to go. Let's get me out of here." So I kind of went through the same thing. I didn't have that nightmare thing. I was more like telling them things. Like I wasn't letting them speak. I was like, "Yeah, I'm done. Let's go. My face feels fine. Just give me my prescription. Like, let me look at the bottle."
Yeah. So
I got a pyramid to climb or some shit. I gotta go.
I gotta fucking go to Egypt. So the thing is I get them pulled on Thursday, and we want to go camping on Friday, which means I got to hook up an 8,000-pound trailer to the truck, drive it out to the campsite.
Man the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly. So Chris is
You
kind of
got that sound.
What?
No, man the fuck up. Yeah,
So,
you'll be fine, Harley.
yeah, okay.
Man.
Cool. Yeah, okay.
Oh shit, how we
'Cause
woke
I'm
up
going-
during my surgery. Oh shit.
They're gonna put me under too.
Oof, that's scary.
So, but I talked to the dentist and he was like, "Yeah, it takes 20 minutes."
Harley wants to know, Harley, do they need to extract them?
No, this is just proactive. Like I'm not having any problems, but
Okay.
no.
Art said mine were already out and they knocked that shit out in an hour. No pain or anything.
Cool.
No, bro. If they have to extract them, cut your gums, you're at big risk for
Yeah.
infection, bro.
Mine were all impacted. They had to cut me open for all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, Harry said he woke up during my surgery. That should be fucking
that's good.
yeah.
Ooh.
That's the whole story. Yeah. I was hoping we can get Art and MCP meet up. Fucking do a Tough Mudder or some.
I got to survive them
together.
first. We'll see if I can actually handle it.
Okay, so he's already looking. So he's
They'll
got
be
one
doing
in
it together,
December.
talking shit to each other.
That'd be the most incredible thing. They could fucking squash it off by they can do a run together and be like, see, we're pals.
I tell you what, Fonzo, you know your favorite Bad Boys host might just be challenged if those two actually get together and have a connection.
Yeah, I would gladly give up that title.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
They do a challenge together and they wear matching outfits.
Oh shit.
They dress like Arnold and Predator, Dutch, long camel gear. I would totally okay with it. I would said it was fun. Yeah, I'm sure it was. Art said never. Oh, I love you, Art. I don't know, man. MCP might wow you, man. He'll show you how he fucking handles those months. I mean, he's already Mount Everest. So
MCP seems to be one of those dudes when he puts his mind to it, not a goddamn thing is going to get in his way.
oh shit. Even if he gets a bum knee and
Yeah, fuck the knee. I'll get another one.
see. What if your wife says no? You get another one?
Get another wife.
See what I mean? Boom.
Mic drop, bitches. I'll get another wife.
How about that?
I don't know that I can top that on this week's podcast.
Oh, that's how you finish the podcast right there. Can't get any manlier than that. Episode 422. We just randomly ranted all things movies.
And getting new wives.
Who the fuck is Reggie? Is going down in the record books as one of the most highly
Closest finish.
closest
Well,
finish.
you know, actually, I got to interrupt you. It wasn't a close finish. Art won.
I mean,
by
no,
10
I mean it
points.
was for a second, and then
It was close until the last lap, and then
And then Art just was like that horse that just kicked in the second gear. Yeah, VTech kicked in, yo.
Yeah, then all of a sudden it's past his bedtime. Art, probably the nicest thing Art's ever said to MCP, and we have to highlight it on the podcast. He said, "Nah, he's got more drive than me for sure. Much respect."
Hey, thanks, Art. I got to screenshot that.
Make it into a t-shirt. That's the t-shirt you wear to the mud runs.
That's funny.
The picture of them together, like, I mean, they love ketchup. Like, I don't understand the hatred. I mean, they both love ketchup. Like, they should have the Heinz t-shirts when they do the run, ketchup hats or some shit, you know. Instead of Gatorade, they fucking drink ketchup. But yeah, no, Art, congratulations. In fact, congratulations to everybody. Everyone fucking killed it
Absolutely.
this season. They
The
did great.
fact that everybody called in,
consistently.
this is, I mean,
it's amazing that everybody calls.
Yeah.
It's like,
Absolutely. Tony's already getting the screenshot, motherfucker.
I,
Oh no way, he's saying that was all a huge ass typo.
no
It's too
proof of
late.
it.
He can't.
It's not in the screenshot.
He already screenshotted it, unfortunately. Ronaldo, don't let the bed bugs bite. My man Howie's over here at fucking 3 a.m. or some shit in Florida, hanging in there. You're over here falling asleep.
Oh, awesome job. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
That was fantastic. That was awesome. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. I hope you enjoyed how shit goes down. If you want to join, Harley, how can he join? How can he?
He needs to call Tony. You have a phone number?
Shit, I do somewhere.
That monitor looks. I just gotta mention that monitor next to Tony looks humongous. Just really, I thought it was a big screen TV.
What monitor?
To your left.
Yeah.
It's on camera. It just looks.
It's just because it's
This
just
one?
yeah.
Oh shit! There it is.
Just because he has it like this.
Yeah. Oh, that way.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Again, Harley. Again.
I always gotta outdo. There's Tony. I can.
Here's my number.
There you go. So no, yeah, like if you want to join, it's like I said,
Please. The more the merrier.
How does he do it, Harley? What does he got to do?
He
Here's
calls
the number: 442-444-0742.
Our Patreon exclusive get to listen to the podcast, get to listen to pre-shows and post-shows, right?
Right.
And for as little as $1, donate to our Patreon page.
This is exactly how much I donate.
That's it. And you can join in on all the fun. The season's about to start in 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
once everyone starts back to 0 points, Accents gets you bonus points. You get all the correct the predictions correct. You get an extra bonus point, as Art fully demonstrated on how easy it is. You can get. So
You double down on Slaters or
double down on Slaters or on pieces of shit, which
never happens.
I feel like we should get 2 points for that one. It's extra points. That's so hard to come by. But so incredible season, guys. Thanks for calling. Thanks for not missing a day. Like I said, you can't skip a day. You can't miss a point. I mean, you miss a day, your point
you lose points.
And as we can see, the one who scores the most points at the end wins the game. Right, Harley?
I couldn't have said it better myself.
But thanks for listening to us randomly rant on all things CrossFit and movies. And so tune in next week. Well, hopefully the champ Art. Again, congratulations and congratulations to Reed for coming in second. I say, hopefully Art can join us next week and help us review Mandy, the homework he does. You guys seen that trailer? Looks fucking bad shit. So I've been it's been on my radar. Let's just say I've been very curious to check it out. I've been wanting to see it for a while now. So, hopefully the champ can join us next week.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yep.
If you guys got anything else to say, we gotta let Tony get some rest. Harley get some rest. I'm gonna enjoy my day off tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Good. All right. Well, I've been your host, Fonzo, say we ride together.
Harley, we die together.
MCP, Bad Boys for Life.
Yeah, so thank you for joining us on the live feed. That was great. Again, every championship match, we do a lot of the live feed for you.
Yeah.
You can watch Tony fall asleep right on camera.
That's like his pillow.
Yeah. So anything else in the chat?